time is now.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody.
Hey,
welcome to NUFC. Yeah, welcome to NUFC Talk. It's match day, as Win's just said, with myself, the Toon Army, and we've got the mighty Win, and I believe Chris will be joining us very soon. He's running a little bit late. I hope everybody's well in the chat, and I hope everybody's great who out there in Viewerland. If you're not involved in the chat, interesting look at the teams today. We're going to run through all the biz, the usual setup. I'm sure Win's got some facts, some matchday facts that he's lined up for us as well. So before we get into today's show, let's do the housework and then we'll crack on. Like I say, don't forget, people out there, if you could, just give us as much support, share us across all the platforms if you can. It just helps us get further afield. So welcome to everybody that's watching across all of the platforms. Thanks to everybody that works in the background, do an amazing job. Don't forget, people out there, hit that like button for us if you enjoy the show. It just helps us get further as a channel. Subscribe, it's totally free. I've just had a Greg sausage roll and it's stuck in my throat. Hit the bell for future content if you want to support
I hope
the
that's
channel.
not a euphemism.
Well, there you go. If you want to support us, you become a member for a small monthly fee. You're making me cry now. If you've got a question for me or Win, or when Chris joins us in the chat, then put a Q in front of it. It ain't guaranteed, by the way, and apologies for not saying or mentioning everybody's. We have far too much to look through these days. But if you do want to guarantee it, then use the $sign, follow the instructions, and throw us NUFC Talk Super Chat. If you become a member during the show, or anybody that's gifting memberships out there, will also be highlighted and thanked. And if you still want to, there is still plenty of time to catch up. It's a £5 entry fee to participate in the Prediction League. I wish I hadn't have said that because I can never get my tail around that one.
It is. It's getting to be a bit late to catch up now. To be
It
fair.
is. I mean, Ben and Levi, mate, are flying. They seem to be good. But like I say, if you still want to come on board, you can do. It's out there for everybody involved. 10 games in. Like I say, lots of points still to. I mean, to be fair, we've got 28 games left. And apart from a few that seem to be doing a good run at the minute.
Let's hope it's 38.
Well, exactly. We've still got all the domestic cups, Champions League as well to work with. So, like I say, there's potentially up to 40 games if you're out there. Interesting lineup, do you think, or is it just predictable?
Predictable, I think. In it,
the tried and trusted, I think, is the word.
Trusted. All I want to see, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Because on paper, and I know you don't play on paper, but on paper, that side should beat Brentford if they turn up.
Yeah.
The problem is they haven't been turning up in away Premiership League games. And what I want Eddie to do, and it's a big ask because it's not something he's prone to do, shall we say. If you can say after, you don't have to wait 60 minutes to see what's going wrong. You don't have to wait until you've gone a goal behind to see what's going on. Proactive changes. Let's say that. That would be great to see for not the first time, but almost the first time.
Yeah.
Let's see if J7 isn't, he hasn't been great lately. He last game arguably man of the match, but again, this is not that wasn't the Premier League. He hasn't been great in the Premier League. So if he isn't cutting the mustard, let's get Ramsey on and get players in front of Altamora. That's what I want to see today. I want to see lots of forward movement, and I want to see if we're pressing it. It's everybody's got to do it, and that includes Voldemort, who hasn't quite, I don't think, got the hang of the press yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I think there is still. You see, there's a part of me that thinks that Eddie's forcing the situation with the players at the minute. It's like, I want you all to perform well, type of thing. And he's like I say, the tried and tested. We've seen at home can play
Gary,
so
I'm just
well.
going to leave you. I'm just going to leave you till for 30 seconds, because I'm going to listen to what Eddie's got to say in his pre-match.
Okay, no problem. So Eddie, Wynn's going to go and sort that out. He's going to come back with some information that Eddie's got. If I find it somewhere on YouTube, we can play it a bit later on as well. So again, just going back to the Brentford Football Club, they've requested that people, supporters at the ground, be in the seat for 1:50 for time for the players to walk out, followed by a period of silence before kickoff. The servicemen from the 7th Battalion and the Rifles will lay wreaths pitch side, and there will bugle recital of the last post. So, for myself, I will be honouring that minute silence. So again, if it goes quiet on the channel, there isn't an issue. We are just remembering those people that gave up tomorrow so we can have today. So please bear that in mind, people out there in the chat. We will go and do the minute silence for those people that have fallen to give us today. So team news, obviously we know Asula is going to be missing for some weeks. And obviously with his ankle issue, then there's a return of Yawan Wissa. And again, the dates seem to keep on being added a bit further down the field. We're still not sure about when Tino Livramento will come back. So again, Anthony Gordon apparently, I don't think he's even turned up or travelled with the team today. He's unlikely to feature at all until after the international breaks. But is he going to play for England as he's been called up? So there's going to be an interesting one. According to some of the bookies, NUFC are 11-8 to win this one. The draw's 5-2, and Brentford are 15-8. Brentford have got a couple of injuries themselves. Anthony Milambi and Joshua Da Silva remain out. Benjamin Arthur may return from his injury. He was doing some of the grass work in their training sessions. So they could bring him in, but I've just had a look at their lineup and it doesn't look like he's made it. Newcastle were in action both Sunday and Wednesday. The Bees had a full week to prepare after their 2-0 loss to Crystal Palace. So again, the issue with Eddie Howe at the minute, and we've heard, Graham Jones having the lads midweek under floodlights at St James's Park, post our European games, out there, working the situation. So you've got to question, is that the problem? Is that the issue? Are we not coming together as a unit, as a team, because of the European competitions, where he's setting out a different stall to try and beat the opposition in Europe? There's got to be things to, we've got to ask ourselves. But regarding, at home for this season, Keith Andrews has seen his side defeat Villa, Man United and Liverpool, and draw at Chelsea. This team, probably favourites, or one of the favourites, me included, because of all the change, the upheaval that Brentford have gone through, losing some of their star players as well as a star coach. I thought these guys would be struggling. But you've got to take your hats off to Keith Andrews. He struggled at the start, but he seems to have got a setup now that is there to compete with, like I say, some of the best in the league, I suppose. The referee for today is Stuart Atwell. It's first appearance in charge of the game involving Newcastle United for the Warwickshire Whistler since last February. It's our Premier League defeat at Liverpool. VAR's Paul Turney. And there you go. And apparently some of the pubs down there that is going to be frequented by the Black and Whites is the Dog and Parrot, the Prince, and Pumphrey's in the Big Market. Apparently is where to go if you want a pint before the game. I wouldn't imagine there'll be much in there the minute they'll be on the way to the game. Have you? Oh, go on, then I'll let you do this one.
That's from Peter Twin. Super chat there. Thank you, Peter. Always welcome, as you know. Set the ball rolling. Good man. Just what Eddie's just been saying. Carragher asked him your away, he said your away form's pretty dodgy in the Premier League. Can you put your finger on it?
Yeah.
So it was like, well, if I could put my finger on it, it wouldn't be dodgy. But
Yeah.
he's not over concerned. He is concerned about the results, but it's basically lack of goals. He said, defensively we've been brilliant. Apart from everybody had a bad day at the office at West Ham, but prior to that, the defence had been magnificent, and it's all about attacking options. And where he says, the fact that we've only got Nick as a recognised striker today, or without Anthony Gordon. So it's all about juggling attacking options. Dempsey M7Y has just become a member. Thanks for that, Dempsey.
Thank you, mate.
Man. Where was I up to? Oh, and then he was specifically asked about had they been doing any special training because of Brentford's notorious set pieces, particularly throw-ins and shit. And he said, well, one of the problems they've had this season, which, is to be expected when you're in Europe, is the lack of actual time on the training pitch. But yes, they do, and we've got a few set pieces ourselves up our sleeves, so we don't necessarily concentrate on Brentford's. It's not all about, it's about our performance, not Brentford's, basically. That he feels confident that the defence can handle Brentford's set pieces. It's what can we produce with our set pieces.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
So that was it, basically.
Okay, then let's have a quick look at Brentford, their lineup. It's Callagher in goal. They've got Hickey at left back, Berg and Collins, the two centre backs, and Coyote at right back. In the sixes, they've got Henderson, who seems to have literally come in and just created that calmness within their midfield. With Yarmouk, and obviously Damsgaard will be the lad with the free role playing in the 8 and 10.
I think Henderson might have done for Brentford what Trippier did for us. Just brought, all that experience and everything that goes with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And certainly if you look at the results,
that's what I'm saying. It's sometimes, I still can't understand why he's being chosen for England. I think there's a lot of players out there that are better than Henderson. But obviously, again, with a lot of younger players at international level, I suppose what he's trying to do is get that little bit of experience in and around them. Brentford have gone for, again, the usual front three with Sade and Witera. Are going to be your width players with Thiago up front. And like I say, usually what they go with is this 4-4-2 varied formation, if you like. But again, it's proven that this side under Keith Andrews is very successful. With Newcastle, we have a usual lineup, if you like. Popey in goal, Trippier right back, Dan Burn left back still, Botman and Chow still centre backs, with J7, Tonali and Gilmera is exactly the same lineup as we expected them to be. Again, like I say, it's the trusted three, with Harvey Barnes and Jacob Murphy starting on the width, with Voltemada up top. Nothing of any, nothing to shout about when it comes to that, if I'm honest with you. Do you think that is, like I say, do you think it's the right way to carry on doing the same old if results haven't been
what was it? Einstein, wasn't it? The definition of insanity.
Insanity, yeah, exactly.
Is to keep doing the same thing time and again and expecting a different result.
Different house, yeah. I just find it difficult to put my finger on, where we're at. I mean, there's been lots of talk about young guns coming in. And like I say, there was talk about Sean Neve doing well at the under-21s. And he's doing okay. I mean, like I say, I have no issues. He scored the winner against Burnley in the under-21s. But I think the area that, Newcastle are looking at the minute isn't the under-21s, it's the under-18s. I don't know whether I've still got the fixture list. Bear with me a second. But if you look at the under-18s compared, there you go. I'll try and get it up on the screen so you guys can see this, because I must admit I was pleasantly surprised when I saw this. And it just goes to prove what I mean. When you look at where we are now, and again, you look at the type of teams around us. Manchester City, under-18s, you would expect the top of league. Newcastle under-18s are second. Forest are third. Manchester United fourth. Everton fifth. Sunderland sixth. Borough, Leeds, Derby. But again, you start looking at where Newcastle under-18s are. That is, I think, is going to be the line of improvement. I don't think there was enough quality in the under-21s when they started doing and looking deeper in at this at the academy. But I do think the under-18s will be the one where some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but I think some of them have got a bright future. Hopefully it's with a black and white shirt, and hopefully they can progress.
As far as the academy is concerned, I know you're always saying that the object of the academy isn't to get results. It's to prepare the players for the first team.
Yeah.
Now, I don't go along with that philosophy. I think every game should be about winning. And that way you get the players into a winning mentality. That if they go out on the pitch thinking, well, the result's not really that important, that to me is a bad ethos to be putting into teams that are your feeder teams, for want of a better expression. Although, as I've said, to me, these days academies are not, and this is particularly why I say this, because the academies are not necessarily to get players through into the first team. They're basically footballer factories to generate money so that the first team can buy top ready-made players.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean,
if you get one that comes through, fantastic. But
yeah,
to me, saying that results don't matter is a cop-out, and I think results should matter.
Yeah, I like when you're doing confidence building, but what you try and do at under 18s, even down to under 15s, what you're looking at is individual performances. Where you get up to the main team, you're looking for a team performance that is direct flow from individual brilliance. If you look now at our players, you look at certain players now that we are highlighting week in, week out, that drop-offs are very few and far between. They're infrequent compared to some that just have bad games. You know what I mean? So what you're looking at, today for me is, have we got enough quality in the under-21s that can step up? No, we haven't. There doesn't seem to be enough quality in there. And, you can look at the bench today, no striker on the bench. So, again, it's going to be an improvised striker, potentially. That's the reasons why Elanga hasn't started, if you like, even though I don't think he deserves a start. It's going to be an improvised striker. So why hasn't Sean Neve been taken on board with that one? You know what I mean? Why hasn't he been pulled in? And I think that is the levels. And I think that is the reasons why I always say, when you're looking for results in the under-21s, Premier League 2, it's very hard to get individual performances to work. you're looking at the team to bond and fill. And this is why I said the ones that seem to shine at their own level are the ones that will be the ones that you earmark to move to that next level. And that's where Newcastle now, with the academies, are now pushing their under 15s to under 18s and really taking them to task and trying to individualise them to be special for that next move up to the big stuff. So go on, mate, I'll let you do this one.
We've got our league leader, prediction leader, Ben from Pittsburgh. No, remember, are you? I get them mixed up. Pittsburgh and Philly.
Yeah, I know.
It's Philly, Josh, and Pittsburgh, Ben. That's it.
Pittsburgh.
So Ben, in the saying, get it back up again. Can't we get one of our kids on the bench? Ramsey should start. Hall better get a big chunk of time today. I throw my hands up.
Yeah, we're back, like we said before, to that tried and trusted, aren't we? You know, of doing too much similar. And like you've said, you know, it's a case of, are we just throwing these guys to the gauntlet to make it better, saying that you are good enough? Is it this confidence booster that Eddie Howe wants to show from his team, rather than this away form to continue to be as bad as it has been? It's a crazy one for me. This is my idea of obviously a lineup. You virtually can throw Newcastle in a pot, and you know exactly how they're going to come out, to be fair. But Brentford will play very similar to how they have been playing. Like I say, they can drop into the 4-4-2. And it's an interesting look, because Keith Andrews is known for, like, he's more or less tactical flexibility. He switches between the 4-2-3-1, then he goes into the 5-3-2, 4-4-2, depending on the opponent. So again, he's more than competent, and he's more than happy for the team. And again, this is about being confident in the lads to perform for you. So what he does against different opposition is he'll just fix it. And again, it's about drawing players into the attacking half, or the opposition players into the attacking half, and hitting them with pace. And he gambles with players just go and sit on the halfway line. Doesn't always get lots and lots of bodies in behind the ball. He'll just ask, like the likes of Sade, just go and play out, just go somewhere else. And it's certainly taken a lot of focus on the direct play. It's that quick transition and definitely exploit the wide areas. So we have to be careful of Sade and Watchalong today. He's, like I say, he's already, like I say, masterminded home wins over Liverpool and Man U, and obviously with the draw with Chelsea. So again, he has no belief that these lads on the field of play can't do a job for them going forward. So, like I say, Thiago for me is a physical striker. He thrives on direct setup. So again, it'll be looking for lots of balls into and around the box, the penalty spots, and it will be a physical feat for our back line today. Another one, obviously, Coyote likes to push on. So Harvey Barnes has to track. So again, you know, Hickey and Coyote, it'll be more Coyote down this right hand side. Watchalong, if we expose, and again, it doesn't matter who plays there. If you get exposed 2-on-1, as we've seen a lot of the times this year, then you are going to struggle, because Coyote's got pace, Watchalong's got pace. So Harvey Barnes' job today has to be keeping an eye on what's going on around them. Is there anything
the chat is? I mean, every other one is, why is words to the effect of, why is Burns starting when Hall is on the bench, and why is J7 starting instead of giving Ramsey a chance? A lot of comments along those lines. Well, all I can suggest, and of course all of the usual favoritism, criticism coming out that, you know, Eddie's picking Burn because he's Burn. I don't believe that for a second. I think if Eddie thought that he could get 90 minutes out of Lewis Hall, he would be playing him. End of story. No ifs, buts, or maybes. If he thought Lewis Hall was fit to start and give him 90 minutes, he'd be starting him.
Yeah, I mean,
with J7, I think the same. I think because Ramsey's been coming back from injury as well, and I think they'll both get that chance. I think they'll both be on the pitch today, and that's regardless of how the game's going. Even if we're winning, especially if we're winning by a couple of goals, then they'll get a chance. And if we aren't, and we need something to happen to change the game, then they'll get a chance then as well. But I just do not subscribe to this theory that Eddie is so thick that he's picking players just because he likes them. Nah, not happening.
No, like I said, I think it's not a case of he's picking players because he likes them. I think sometimes when the players put in that extra 5% in, and we've seen, it's been pretty evident at the work that Burn has put in to the system, to the setup. It's not as if he's not having a bad game in at left back. He's been.
That's right. I mean, he gets highlight every week. He gets look at any left back. I've said a million times. Look at any left back in the country. Ashley Cole, best left back there's ever been in the whole of the British League. Ashley Cole used to get skinned.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it, and we I think the biggest problem is the fact that we know he is a centre half. That's what he is, and because he's 6'7", he hasn't got that pace to get back. He does need cover. But my point is the fact that you've got a player who, again, you're working as a team, so. Individually, if you have a bad game, you're expecting players around you to pick up the pieces. We've seen a number of times, our wingers. Harvey Barnes hasn't been at the races a lot of the time. I don't know what's happened. I've got to say, I don't know what's happened to Anthony Gordon. But if you look at our European wingers compared to our Premier League wingers, they're the same names on the team sheet. It just seems as if somebody just hits the go button, and the performance levels get up that next 5%. And like I say, what we can't have is lackluster performances, and that's allowing players to run in behind, as we saw at West Ham. Wan-Bissaka just making a run, and Anthony Gordon not tracking, because it doesn't matter who's left back in them scenarios. Put in a 2-on-1 scenario, you're going to get beaten anyway. You can only go one way. So for me, like I said, as much as I suppose Eddie Howe has to make, and it is forced. But for me, if he's fit enough for the bench, I always say it should start, because you don't get match minutes fit by sitting warming the bench up.
I agree with that as well, by the way. That if you've only got 60 minutes in them, get the first 60. And I've always been an advocate of that.
And the other thing is, you see, and Eddie Howe has to ask himself, is Dan Burn scored a cracking goal. His confidence is going to be sky high. He had individually, he's had inputs going forward where he's creating chances as well with his little touches off the ball. How do you drop him? Type of thing. You know what I mean? Because he is having an impact. He might not be perfect, but he is having an impact in the game. So I also understand that part of it. Anyway, what you've just been listening to, I've managed to find. So this is the Eddie Howe conversation that he had just a moment ago.
I think it's multi-factored, Jamie. I don't think there's one specific area that we've struggled in. I think the biggest one for me is always our lack of goals. I think if you're not scoring freely, which we haven't been away from home, then that brings a different dimension. Our early away form defensive performances were very good. West Ham was a big blip in that respect. So I think we need to look at the overall team performance, whether we're home or away. I think it's all about our performance levels. It's all about our mindset coming here. You know, we're going to be really tested in terms of set plays and our mentality to head balls and defend properly. And then we've got to back our attacking players to deliver the other way.
Got plans? Cancel them.
There you go. So again, you know, talking about goals, I went with Harvey Barnes and Murphy as my wingers simply because I wanted to try and create as many positives out of our forward line. We know Voltemada's going to drop in deep, but are we going to play out wide or are we going to play narrow? I hope, in all honesty, that we go narrow with the two of them, not just one, because what you have then is the option to go out wide. If Kieran Trippier wants to throw a ball down the line, Murphy can go outside. Bruno then can play the inside position. The same as the left-hand side. You know, Harvey Barnes stays narrow, it keeps them narrow, and then obviously you can throw your body out if there's an out ball down the line. So I think, unfortunately, what we get at the minute, it's too easy for opposition teams when we sit, especially with Anthony Gordon. I understand about stretching teams at times, but there's times to trigger it. And I think sometimes when you go narrow, we can condense them. So yes, you may not get the ball directly as a progressive ball through the middle. But Newcastle, under these last 12 months, have a slow progression of the football. It's not a high progression of football. It's about possession. It's about their... when you get involved in that, you know, in that level of play, it's about keeping hold of the ball and building up slowly. So for me, if you then come from that, you know, if you like a bit of a seesaw, both narrow, both wide, both narrow, and sometimes throw you know, somebody else out there, swap over, make it different through the game. So, you know, you've seen so many opposition managers and coaches these days will say to them, just swap for 10 minutes and then go back and just keep moving them, because then it's very difficult for the likes of Coyote and Hickey to know who they're going to be marking and who they're not. I think sometimes we can become a little bit stale at times. And I think, like I say, we just need to make a difference. Chris has just... did you see that message from Chris?
Yeah, because here, folks, we've had a couple of super chats already. But remember, we do this ad-free, so we get no revenue from anybody at all apart from you good people. So if you want to hoist some super chats in, please feel free to do so.
Yeah, we've thrown the target in there at 15, and that just covers us for doing here. Gary, we're playing a lesser level of team in the last 3 Champions League games, says Steve. But
absolutely,
Steve, yeah, you can say that though, and I totally agree. But if you look at level of performance, I mean, we're still giving opportunities away. Don't get me wrong, but when you're going out there and you seem to be hitting the notes individually, and again, this isn't about being a collective. I sometimes look at our Premier League situation and we struggle to hit the high notes as a collective or an individual, especially away from home. And that's why I said, are we leaving something back in the locker? Have we got this situation in our mindset to say, all we have to do these days is turn up because we are a better side than these? I don't think that works. And like I said, Eddie Howe, you know, has said he doesn't understand the reasons why. Ronnie Omelette, thank you so much, lad.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. Oh, there we go. The back line is slow and doesn't get up the pitch. Voltemada is then isolated and comes deeper and deeper, even more than natural to him, and we get penned in. Yeah, well, yeah. I think you've got to, you know, you've made a few points in one there, and they're all valid points, absolutely.
I don't know what that is there from.
You know, Chow gives us a bit of pace now. which is shown, by the way, on a couple of brilliant occasions. But then it's about organisation. You know, you have to. Tonali is being seen more and more, I feel, in that deeper position where to me you're losing a lot of his specialness.
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's like on Friday morning, you know, and Chris was saying about is Voltemade bad now, and you know, because we were listening to what Craig Halper said, and to be fair, I think Craig Halper has a very effective point. I think the problem is with Voltemade, he may not be getting the service, he may not be getting it into feet a lot, and when he does, he's doing absolutely amazingly. But I think because the way our system is set up with the two wide men, I mean, I know we've seen Murphy playing more as the inside right position these days, and obviously Anthony Gordon or Harvey Barnes on the left-hand side seems to be touchline. Because there's a lack of bodies, if you like, to as an out ball within that system. I think once Voltemade comes deep, bringing both the opposition centre halves deep with you congests that middle part. And the problem is both J7 and Bruno don't seem to have the pace to get in and behind. As you know, as you expect runners, we've seen Ramsey do it a couple of times now for Newcastle. His progression with the ball at feet and carries it really well. And again, you know, that's the trouble. It's like he's obviously got J7 in there because, you know, J7 scored a goal. He wants to disrupt that midfield. He wants to make it unhappy for the opposition. He doesn't want it to be steady. But again, we have to play to our strengths, not try and stop Brentford from playing, because that, to me, seems to be a little bit of a hypocritical view of what Eddie's just said. It's got to be about us and not be about Brentford. So why try and stop them with a bruiser? Because there ain't any battlers in this Brentford midfield. They'll just give and go and play in triangles. So, like I say, they'll dominate the right-hand side because that seems to be their outlet. Shardale come in on the back stick for anything that Witera or Coyote deliver. So, again, it's about being on your toes. And when you've got possession, don't give possession away cheaply. Don't try and force the situation. If the pass ain't on, kick the ball. And I think sometimes we try and force something that's, you know, that is situated, that, you know, we're trying to play through players, through opposition players. And it's about percentage football. If you think that ball could be easily intercepted, then hold on to it and go another way, rather than trying to force the issue. But again, that is also the lads that are receiving the ball. How many times have we seen players this season, especially, stand still and not run 5 yards away from their marker to receive the ball? It's been criminal at times. It's been so I say Sunday League, because that's a total discredit to them. But you know what I mean? It's amateurish when you see players literally stood on the heels and not willing to move left or right to receive an angled ball. And how many times, because of that scenario, Anthony Gordon last week was a perfect one. He passed it to the side of J7. You know what I mean? Because J7 wanted to run in the parallel lines, not run away from his marker. He wanted to run directly forward. And that then gives the opposition that ability just to turn and start to spin. And that transition's broken up. And I think that has been Newcastle's major problem this year. We have, on that attacking transition, we've been turned around far too many times and far too easily for the opposition then to break on us and get a shot at goal. And Pope is only going to save a percentage. They're always going to beat one or two chances is going to go the other way, and we've seen that. Let's have a look at what is in the chat.
I'll give you some quick match facts as well. Well, we've got to say Brentford have only won 1 of 8 against Newcastle in the Prem, which of course was last season's 4-2. Newcastle have never failed to score against Brentford in the Premier League. 21 goals in the 8 games we've played them. which is their highest goals per game ratio against any other side they've faced more than twice. Because obviously Sheffield United take that crown with a 13-2 aggregate. Brentford Newcastle has the highest goals per game average of any Premier League fixture that's been played at least 8 times, which is the number that we've played them. So there's an average of 4.1 goals per game. There have been 33 goals in the 8 meetings between the pair. So get your money on there's a bet you can do, isn't there? Both teams to score. I think that's would appear to be a reasonable bet based on those statistics.
Yeah.
Brentford have won 11 of their last 17 Premier home matches, though, which haven't come, this is interesting, that haven't come against fellow London teams. So they don't do well against London teams, but teams from outside the capital have won 11 of 17. Newcastle have 12 points after 10 Premier League, which is their fewest at this stage of any season under Eddie Howe. It's Howe's fewest after 10 games since the 2017-18 Bournemouth relegation season. Brentford have enjoyed an average of 64.3% possession. Now, who'd have thought that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they completed 392 passes in match day 10, which was the highest in the Prem. So is this Jordan Henderson doing the business? However, the Bees also registered their lowest XG and their fewest shots. And that this season, which is obviously as a result of Mbeumo and Wissa not being in the pack anymore. Newcastle are winless in their last 8 Premier League matches, drawn 4, lost 4, failing to score more than once in any of those games, and having a shot conversion rate of 4%. 4% shot conversion. It's pathetic.
That's criminal.
Brentford have scored. This was the set piece question. The reason for the set piece question, I think. Brentford have scored from a throw-in in 5 of their last 11 Premier League home matches. It's the most home throw-in goals by any team in 1 year since Stoke City scored 6 back in 2008. And who was the kid they had taking their throw-ins again? Garrison or somebody?
I can't remember.
Used to always have the towel. The run with the towel.
Well, they do that often now. They've taken the towels off them mostly.
Well, that was it. I thought it had become illegal, but it's obviously not illegal because I saw it done just the other day.
Yeah, it's whether the home team put the towels out there.
Right.
Because usually what happens is the goalkeeper will take a couple of towels out there and he'll throw one down in towards the corner and he'll put one in the back, obviously hung on the net. So then, obviously, if he takes them towels with him on the other end, so some will throw the towels away. You see, some clubs will just say to the kids, "Pick that towel up and sling it, mate. You're not having that." So that's why they use the shirts now to rub the ball.
Right. Brentford striker Igor Thiago has 3 goals in his last 3 home games. He's applied the most intensity pressures to opponents in the opposition half and in the final third of the pitch of any player this season. So he's working his socks off. Jacob Murphy's goal against West Ham last time out was his 50th Premier League goal involvement. 21 goals, 29 assists, and Newcastle winger is looking to score in 3 appearances in a row for the first time. While he's been involved in 21 goals in his last 30 starts. Now compare that 21 goal involvements in 30 starts to Alanga and Gordon combined in their last 20 starts, 0-0. Who says we don't need Murphy? So that's your fancy start. Fancy stats. Stuart Atwell, referee today. He's refereed Newcastle in the Prem on a total of 31 occasions. Of those 31 times that he's been in charge, we've won 16, drawn 4, and lost 11. And a stat that looks quite good for us is that in 31 games, he's only issued 60 yellows. So that's only 2 yellows per game, which is a lot less than a lot of referees will get.
The Warwickshire Whistler.
And he's never sent a Newcastle player off.
That's an interesting one, Gav. Sunderland had dry balls ready for them to throw it. They've got the see. That's hello, sir.
Matron.
But that's what I'm saying. You have got ball boys in and around the area. If you around the pitch. So if you can say to them, when you go and pick the ball up, use the towel that you've got by you to dry the ball. Especially in the in the final third, if you like. If you've got somebody that can hurl a ball in, it certainly seems to have come back now as the old style way of playing, doesn't it? Throwing the ball in is like today. It's about getting as much ammunition into that box as we possibly can.
I've just in the prediction league, Connor has just amended his prediction.
Has he? What's he gone with now?
He was going with a 2-0 win for Brentford, but I think probably in the light of my saying get your money on both teams to score, he's now gone 2-1 to Brentford.
Well done.
Change
I've gone 2-1 Toon. We have to see a change. And like I say,
just on that, if I may, Gary, please, Betsy, we haven't got your prediction yet. And Steve Piers, we haven't got your prediction yet.
You've got 10 minutes, guys. If you haven't got them in,
we also haven't got Leonard Butlers, who's been in from the start, but has never entered a prediction yet. But still in there. If anybody knows who Leonard Butler is, get him told.
2-1.
It's still not too late.
Is that to Toon, Chris? Because you've just put 2-1, or is that to Brentford? Looks like he's just put 2-1, and it's 2-1 home team. So I just want to clarify that's where he's going for. So if we can we? I'm just going to have a quick look at some of the chat. Like I say, there's so much. 19 Steely 86. A long throw won't be around long, as it's taken them ages to take a throw, waiting for people to get up and in position. There will be a rule put in to take a throw within a certain time. That's an interesting point.
But this just comes back to my old chestnut. Get the stop clock out and ball in play. An hour ball in play.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The clock doesn't start until that ball leaves his hands.
Yeah.
Stops all the time wasting, stops everything instantly.
Thanks, Shell. This is our Shell. Thank you very much. She's joined us regular here to start. I'm trying to see if anybody else has got anything in the chat before we start. And don't forget, guys, obviously during the live watch along, if you could just refrain from putting the scores in the chat. It will be nullified anyway if any of our mods see it. But it just, supports us. It gets us all excited if you guys are a little bit in front. Marco is saying 2-2 is going to be a game today. That should be a good one.
There's a few 2-2s.
Yeah. It is, like I say, that's why I went with the Jacob Murphy and Harvey Barnes, and that's why I went with the 2-1 Newcastle win. Because if Voltemada drops in, and them two that can both strike a ball. Jacob Murphy seems to be on a flight again this season, continuing his form with goals and assists. Obviously, Harvey Barnes hasn't hit the high notes yet, but he's due one. And we know what Walter Marder does. So for me, those three up top give us a higher percentage of XG than with Anthony Gordon in there. So that's why I went with a 2-1 win. What we have to do, like I say, we have to protect. And it's not about protecting Dan Burn. We just have to protect everybody because, like I say, not really seeing Hickey play on the left-hand side. But I know what Sade can do. You know what I mean? So even Trippier today, and again, nobody mentions it, Trippier has been beaten more than once this season at right back because of him moving forward. And we never mention Trippier, ever. It's as if, like, you know, he's got a God-given right to go forward.
He's got to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And it does seem a bit.
I'm just going to stick this in the chat here. Steve Gotti. How happy clappers only have one answer for everything. He's won He's got to win the Champions League twice and won a cup. Howe has spent £700 million. We should be at the very least winning a cup after that. Howe has spent £700 million, and he's got £100 million left of that, by the way, because of what we got from Isaac. But that's by the by. How much do you think our competition has spent? And how much are our competition, the teams that you were saying we should be in front of, how much have they spent? You've got Arteta there. He's won nothing, done nothing in 7 years, and he's spent £1 billion. Man United, Chelsea, City, they've all outspent us. And they're all paying probably, in some cases, they've got twice the salary spend that we've got. We are, whether you like it or not, Steve Gotti, we are punching above our weights at the minute. And until we get Dave Hutchinson on the job, Hopkinson on the job, and getting that revenue, getting our revenue increased, that's where we're going to be. Get used to it.
Yeah. Just before we start, I just wanted to shout out.
You're right. I thought you'd frozen for a minute.
Frozen still. As you can see, the ticky tape at the bottom. Let it go. He's there from the Geordie Boot Boys, so a massive shout out for them. It's really up to date. News comes through all the time, and like I say, if you haven't already, go and visit their website. There's some good information out there for any Newcastle fan. So a big shout out to them before we go. 6 minutes before kickoff. What was your prediction, mate?
I think I went 4-0 to the Toon.
4-0? Did you go 4-0? I thought it was 3-0 in my head.
No, 4-0 for me.
So you're sticking with that.
Oh my God! I'm looking at the. I'm pleased I've just spotted that. I've just went on the prediction lead now, and I've got 4-0 the other way around. I've got 4-0 Brentford. That is now amended. It is 4-0 to the Toon, folks. Today we are going to come good, and today the doubts will be put aside. No danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody's been Joe Hayden for a while now, and I've been predicting it in the prediction league a few times.
Yeah,
and on quite a few occasions, I mean, you know, the chances that were wasted against Fulham, the chances were wasted against Benfica, the chances were wasted against, I forget who the last ones have been now, but we have squandered numerous chances.
Yeah, you're right. The players are just coming onto the field, and like I say, we are going to honour the 1 minute. Hopefully, they do it better than we did it last time at home, because they had the minute silence while the last post was being played, and then after the last post, it was like, "Hey, let's go!"
But that's exactly what happened last night. Well, on all three games yesterday, that was the last post, and then
everybody's getting in. Yeah. So while the last post is being played, we will do the same. We will just honour those that have fallen for us. So, like I say, we're just going to go through the Brentford team again. Kelleher in goal. They've got Hickey at left back, Berg and Collins as the two centre halves, Coyote at right back. Then going into midfield, they have Jordan Henderson and Yarmouk in the 6, again trying to control the team. And then going into that forward role, they've got Shardy, Damsgaard and Witera playing across the three. And then Thiago as the main striker up top. Like I say, there will be a little bit of change to that as we go on. And like I say, their bench, it's like I say, there's a lot of players on there that I'm not really 100% sure of. Can change this side, if I'm honest with you. Newcastle, we have Popey in goal, as expected. Nice to see him get a call up for England, to be fair. Trippier, Chow, Botman and Byrne as our back four. Usual setup. In the middle, usual setup again. Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali and Joseph Linton, if you want to be the English person. And Murphy, Voltemada and Barnes up top. So there you go. We are ready to start.
And Anthony Gordon nowhere to be seen, but
no.
Certainly Eddie didn't mention. He said that we haven't got Anthony, so that's obviously down to his hip injury. Although he is apparently going to be joining the England squad, or is he? Has something happened behind the scenes? Maybe
we don't know. It's going to be an interesting one.
Even on the bus, we don't know. Let's not speculate.
Indeed. We're just waiting for the last. And here we go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. So then, guys, here we are. We are on the verge of just starting. The G-Tech Community Stadium. It's a strange little stadium, this one. I must admit, there's some strange shapes to some of the stanchions. But like I say, they've done well to get this ground up to Premier League standard. I must admit, with the amount of space they've got. Playing in the blue, though, thank God for today. The green seems to be cursed away from home.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Playing in blue and orange, which looks fantastic, I must admit. I was
going to say, that's one of your favourite strips, and it's one of my least favourites.
I absolutely love this. Anyway, we're off. Hopefully we can get this pictured a bit better for us. It is cleared up the pitch by Botman and out for a throw-in straight away for Brentford. Just a little bit of danger down that right-hand side. It was spotted by Botman, and again it was cleared quite comfortably. Again, Brentford trying to Play nice and safe. Collins now at the back. Plays it across to Berg, who again finds Hickey at that left-hand side. Played forward along the ground, trying to find Henderson there.
Nice.
And again, it's a bit poor, this one. Chris, if you can change the picture, will be fantastic, mate. It's a bit awful. Botman, Dan Burn now. Dan Burn gets it down the line. Didn't get a bit of a deflection, so didn't really fall for J7, but he manages to get his head to it.
Oh, again that's just typical, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody's fallen and followed the ball there, and nobody's given each other space to pass the ball. And once the ball bounces over you, you're out of the game, aren't you?
No, but we even got the ball then.
Yeah, that's what I said. But
he's trying to play a 2-yard pass and cannot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kelleher now with his the football to his feet. He plays the ball out to the right-hand side. And again, it's
well done, Nick.
Collins just getting closed down there from Nick. And J7 goes to close Kelleher down. Ball cleared, but Trippier finds that one. Tries to feed the ball into Murphy. But again, Murphy and Bruno just... Ball breaks down to Brentford again. But again, it's high line.
Yeah.
Ball play along the floor. It's a nice little dink there from Damsgaard. And again, Thiago gets a challenge.
Ooh, Joey gets a nasty kick.
Yeah, seems as though he's gone straight through his shin there, doesn't it? J7's on the floor at the minute after the challenge there from Thiago. Again, it's a bit bitty at the start. Oh, it was Witara. I beg your pardon. Oh, yeah, he's gone straight through his shin there. Yeah, it was Witara who was just trying to get through the ball, a 50-50, and his follow-through. His studs have gone straight over the top. But he's back on his feet now.
Oh, J7's giving him a look.
Yeah, absolutely. Long throw down the line. Again, what's happened? It's gone straight out of throw by the looks of it.
Yeah, they just threw it out.
It's gone out and then went in, and then the curve on the ball has brought it out. So it's a throw into Newcastle.
Maybe even they're giving him a foul throw.
Oh, a foul throw. Yeah, there you go. Foul throw.
We've gone up there now.
Yeah, stepped on the field. Dan Burt throws the ball up in the air. I do apologise. This is so laggy, this game. Witera down that right-hand side now. Witera faced up by Dan Burn. He's got 2 or 3 players. Coyote makes the run on the outside, but he's played it back to Henderson. Henderson plays the ball back towards Collins. Collins now on the halfway line. Throws in Berg. Brentford just trying to take a little bit of control of this ball. Out to Hickey. Hickey on that left-hand side. Brings the ball back in towards Yarmouk. Yarmouk now back to Collins. Collins down the line, sees Damsgaard free into Witara, then trying to get Thiago there, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was Coyote. Like I say, more of a central striker there, Coyote. That's what I'm saying. Really free-flowing Brentford at the minute. Nice ball inside for Voltamada. Tonali now plays the ball into Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes has got Bruno on the outside of him, about 40 yards out. Bruno's got a chance of shooting, but it's over the bar from Bruno. First shot on goal from Newcastle, though, which is good. Waiting for Brentford to break it down. Well, it was a good build-up.
No, like I love
it was a poor end product.
I love having anybody having a shot, but get it on target.
Yeah, absolutely. But he had the opportunity, and like I say, that's the intent of Newcastle at the minute.
Yeah.
Brentford go long.
Our standard, really, really high press for the first sort of 10, 15 minutes, and then let's see what happens after that.
Yeah, Popey goes long looking for Voltamada. The ball's bounced and he's got to be headed clear.
It's another kind of headed duel that he doesn't win in those situations.
Well done, Murphy. Yeah, it was, again, Brentford allowed the ball to bounce there and it put them under lots of pressure. And Murphy was pressing on Berg. He gets the challenge in, but it's a throw into Brentford, deep in their own half. It's literally in line with the penalty area. They go down the line looking for Thiago. Thiago throws the ball into Henderson. Henderson just can play it down the line to Sade. Sade now on that left-hand side. trying to get the ball going. And again, you've got Yarmouk just bringing the ball back into play. There's going to be a little bit of an interlude now because Chris is just trying to get the screen better for us. I am a little bit behind you guys on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the girls playing rugby now, which is great. And again, you can see what Brentford are trying to do when they're on that press. You know, it's all long balls launched up towards Thiago, trying to work the situation. We're 5 minutes 36 there.
I'm on 5:26, so
well, it's 5 for anybody that's wanting to match us. We're on 5 minutes 50. Damsgaard now on that left-hand side. Brings the ball back into Hickey now. Back in again. Everybody's pressing Newcastle back here from Brentford. Collins now. Again, Henderson happy to have the ball at his feet. Again, comfortable. Down the line, Collins trying to get Coyote in. Again, just Coyote, Witera and Henderson playing these nice little triangles. But Newcastle standing firm in the blue shirts.
Back into the
not allowing,
off.
Yeah, not allowing Brentford to pass. So they've gone diagonal on the long. Looking here for Coyote. Again, pressed by Dan Burn. He comes back to Henderson. Henderson, another diagonal, looking for Sade. And he gets a glancing header, but nowhere near target.
Goal kick to Newcastle.
What's your thoughts then, mate? The first 5 minutes?
Well, we're pressing, which I like to see, always.
Thanks, Random.
Thanks, Random. He's gifted a membership, and it's gone to Andrew Rogers.
Welcome,
Andrew Rogers.
So again, we've looking at Newcastle now. We've gone long, looking up towards Dan Burn. He gets the header on it, but it's gone to Sade. Sade heads it up, and it's again Damsgaard heading it down towards Botman, and Botman just decides to clear the lines, and it's a throw into Brentford. Bit scrappy at times. Newcastle just still need to settle. Looks a bit rushed at the minute. So again, it's back here with Collins. Collins plays it along the floor to Henderson. Henderson again is being forced backwards by J7.
Press.
Yeah, and he gets it back to
and
Hick,
again,
and he goes all the way back
to go back to the goalie.
Yeah, Kelleher. Dodgy kick that one. It comes to Trippier. Again, Trippier and Chow in each other's way, agree, but it does get up the line to Murphy.
No,
Murphy
we've got space.
Ball into Tonali up top, and again, Tonali, that's sloppy, son.
Sloppy.
He's trying to play it into the feet of Voltamada, but it's a blind pass.
Good interception by J7 there, though. And another one.
Yeah, well done there, though. Again, it's given away.
Again, can't play a 5-yard ball.
It's all a little bit rushed and all a bit, like I say, it's guided towards the player, but there's no accuracy there. We've got to settle down with this ball. Play the way you're facing, lads. Don't try these reverse balls all the time. It's just far too easy to give the ball away. I don't mind you playing them in the final third, looking for people to run in behind, but play it on the halfway line there while you're in the transition. He's looking for trouble.
But what's good, though, is that the press is there and they are getting nowhere. And it's hoofed into the box.
Yeah, again.
Easy clearance. Now we've got time.
Trippier with Tonali now. Again, just inside the Brentford half. Trippier goes diagonal, looking for that back post. It's Botman headers back towards the penalty spot. But again, it's headed easily clear by Brentford. Thiago, again, well done to Barnes, who cuts that ball out. It's back with Chow into Bruno. And plays it all the way back to Pope. Pope gets it out of his feet, plays it into Trippier. Trippier now on the right-hand side, being challenged by Damsgaard. Murphy back into Bruno, and then it's all the way back to Chow. Square to Botman. Botman into Bruno's feet, but again, being challenged there by Thiago. And the referee blows the whistle. And Thiago being a bit close to Bruno.
He got the free kick, fair enough, but he will do that. And that was, if he gets dispossessed there, we are in big, big trouble.
Yeah, we are. So
And
we're
why take
0-0
as
in the
long
10th
to
minute.
pass it, but especially when it's Pope? Why take as long to pass that back to Pope?
Oh. No big chances yet in the first 10 minutes, but I mean, they are doing, like I say, we are creating little pockets of areas of space, but a lot of it's given back to Brentford too easy. Berg now gives it back to Kelleher, who comes out of his box. He's that spare centre-back, goes long. Looking down the line for Whittaker, who tries to be a little bit clever there for his own good. It comes off Dan Burn, though, for a Brentford throw-in. All the way back to Collins on the halfway line. Collins goes long, but no runners there. And it's all the way through to Pope.
10 minutes gone and all a bit iffy.
Botman plays the ball into Tonali. Tonali plays it up to Bruno. Bruno out to Trippier. Trippier now just looking for options. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy back to Trippier. Again, we've gone backwards to Chow. Chow square to Botman. Again, looking for options. Out to Byrne. Byrne wants it down the line. He gives it to J7. Byrne really quickly trying to find Voltamada. But again, everything's rushed. But Brentford happy to give it the ball back to Newcastle. Trippier again now. Down the line to Murphy. Murphy inside. He's got options. He runs into the centre circle. Gives it into J7. It's a good ball, that is. Out to Harvey Barnes now from J7. Harvey Barnes got Coyote in front of him. Gives it to J7. J7 decides to throw the ball back to Byrne. Byrne to Barnes. Barnes got a chance to put it into the box. He does. Cleared by Collins this time. Back to Byrne. Byrne just dinks it over the top, looking for Harvey Barnes, but that's to Coyote. Coyote just allowing the ball to run out for a goal kick to Brentford. Game's not really got going yet. Very bitty from both sides, trying to force the issue.
It's got V for Vendetta going in the chat, I tell you that.
Yeah, like I say, at the minute, we've gone back to that old tried and trusted team that just aren't able to string the passes together. And it's more hope than judgment, isn't it?
Yeah, that was typified just before there by that. Look again, J7,
what are you doing,
man.
J7. Don't play through players. I keep saying it. Dan goes down this time.
Well, come on. He's holding his knee. You've got every chance here. You get him off. Because it was typical about 3 or 4 minutes ago when we'd put some nice passing together and J7 just played a blind ball, a first time blind ball up the lane to nobody. There was nobody there. He ain't a Tonali who knows where every single player is on the pitch.
Yeah, it's like I say, I can't understand sometimes why he tries to play them balls when there's a player in front of him. J7's having a right go at somebody here.
Well,
There's a right bruise on the side of his shin, isn't it?
Well, can you remember when Gordon got sent off? And they were showing that on the back of Van
Dijk.
Van Dijk's chin, and it's actually nothing. You know, you could do that with a teeny little scratch, and you know, as I said at the time, with that tackle, he completely pulled out of it by the time he made contact.
But you look at
Just
like,
get him off, man, Eddie. Fuck's sake.
The size of these shin pads that these guys wear now, they're not worth bloody putting on, are they? Yeah, the strapping's bigger than the shin pad, look. It's crazy. So there's no point putting the shin pad underneath the strapping, lad. There's no protection in this stuff at all.
They're not Kevlar or something, are they?
Nah, they're just a bit of sponge.
Wow.
It literally is just a bit of sponge. Leeds have just taken the
The
lead against Forest. Yeah.
Mecca.
So it's a free kick after all that to Brentford. Just waiting for, obviously, J7's off the field of play. We've gotten quite a high line here from Newcastle. Lots of... Oh, gee, that's a... Just...
Dan Burn on right
I'm going
back.
to say. What's going on here? There's a tug at somebody here, yeah. Dan Burn is having a tug at somebody there. I think it was Hickey, and the referee's given the free kick again to Brentford. It's crazy. All over the place again. I mean, ball over the top. Hickey's got on this ball, and then all of a sudden there's a tug on the shirt from Dan Burn. And now all of a sudden...
Shirt, they were just storming on, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, it was... The referee allowed the play to go on, but it just seems as if it was like 6s and 7s, wasn't it?
Yeah. Dangerous free kick, though.
Here we go then for the ball into the box from Damsgaard. Good ball into the box. Oh, there's a save. And what's going on? There's a chance for Brentford.
Oh, two chances.
Great save off. I think that was off the line there. Oh, what's going on? It's poked away in the end.
God for that. Whoa. Woo.
Crikey. I think
football.
It comes all the way through, and literally what you've got there is Pope. Pope at the last minute dives to his left, and again Pope knows nothing of that one, does he? He just throws his body on that one. So very lucky there for Newcastle to keep it 0-0. Throw in Coyote now with a long throw into the box. Good throw to the penalty spot. Cleared, well, half cleared by J7, and again it's just headed back. Again, hammered into the box, and that should be all the way through to Pope.
Right now, quickly. Oh, God.
Popey now just gets it in his hands. He's just waiting for the ball to be delivered.
You better hurry up, because it'll be...
Yeah, it's madness at the minute. Ball in the centre circle for Brentford now. Again, just Henderson. Gives it back to Collins on the halfway line to Berg. Berg plays it into Henderson in the centre circle. Again, just drops it back to Collins. Collins looking to go on the long diagonal. Looking for Sade, who's moved over to the right-hand side. Again, it's Botman just clears it up in the air. Now it's Chow who gets it forward with his head. There's a little push in the back of J7 there under pressure. But the ball's fallen to Bruno, who's going backwards at the minute. Trippier manages to dig it out to Botman. Botman up to J7.
No,
J7 into Bruno. Bruno now again being challenged by two players. Gives it to Chow.
Good
Great
ball
ball from Chow up to Tonali, but Tonali again. A blind pass.
Poor.
Round the corner, who kicks it just out of play for a throw-in on the halfway line to Brentford. Really poor. Again, I mean, I understand him thinking that Jay Murphy's there. Forest have just equalised at the City Ground. 1-1 now. Again, a bit tight for Brentford down that left-hand side. And it's a throw into Newcastle. Trippier to take. We're at about 20 yards inside the Newcastle half. Thrown into Bruno. Bruno back to Trippier. Trippier digs it down the line, looking for Voltemade, but again, it's headed clear, and Brentford now pick the ball up down that left-hand side. Just trying to work that channel with Yarmouk.
If this continues, Brentford right now, the way West Ham did, they are getting cut. They're thinking, "Hey man, these are not much, are they? Oh, we can get someone here." And you know, there's only 20 minutes gone, but you can see now already. At least I think I can. That this ain't working.
Yeah. There's no out. That's what I said. There's no out whatsoever.
So,
ball into the box again. It's headed clear by J7. Again, headed clear by Bruno, but again, it's going to come straight back at them. Dinked in by Yarmouk. This time it's J7 that heads it down to Bruno. Bruno plays it up to Voltemade. Voltemade is trying to get J7 in here, but that's too easy for Coyote. Yeah, he hasn't got the pace, J7, to get to that.
Sloppy ball, man.
Coyote now just filling in the gap down that left-hand side. Gives it back to Kelleher. 11% in the final third for Newcastle, 49% in the middle, but 40% in the Newcastle defensive third. So you can see that Brentford have got a lot of pressure in the high end of the field. Back to Botman now. Botman out to Dan Burn. He looks up and he wants to play the ball into Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes and J7. Nice little side strip. Tonali into Voltemada. Voltemada's got Trippier to the right.
Ball.
Plays him in Trippier now down that right-hand side. Trying to get the ball into Murphy. Murphy now looks up. Tries to get the ball into the box. And it's headed clear. Sade now trying to bring the ball out. He's a lucky bounce there. Sade, there's 3 breaking now from Brentford. Sade's made a massive run. He plays the ball into Damsgaard. Damsgaard on the right-hand side. Played it back to Henderson. Henderson looks up. He's looking to get a ball in. Damsgaard now. Again, Newcastle trying to get players back. Damsgaard, Shaw. And I mean, it's again, that's he had so much room to run in there, Sade. We just seem to be getting in each other's way. Coyote plays the ball into the near post. It's cleared by Dan Burn, but only up in the air. This time the ball's bounced in the penalty area. Sade's got up to it. Dan Burn smacked it against Botman. And it should be Pope's ball to collect, and it is. Woohoo!
No, we're away.
Trippier down the right-hand side. Trippier now brings the ball into Burn. Bruno.
Brilliant.
Bruno gets a drag back, but he's carried on. The referee's allowed play to carry on. Again, no challenge in from Brentford. Bruno sees the option to throw it into Trippier, who's made a good run down that right-hand side. Trippier now looks up, looking to deliver, but he's hit the first player. He's come back to Trippier, and the ball has gone out of play because he couldn't keep it under control. Wow. J7's gone down again.
Down again. Get him off.
I think it's time to go. Yeah, Ramsey's in.
Ramsey's coming on.
I hope Ramsdale isn't there. Oh, my day. I'm glad to see it, if I'm honest with you, because I think that'll give us a little bit of an out.
You and me both. And after 20 minutes or thereabouts.
I mean, it was a nasty challenge from Witera, to be fair. The first one. Because if you look there, his studs go all the way up the side of J7's shin. And I'll tell you something now. There's no meat whatsoever on that.
Time for the rescue dog.
So 22 minutes gone, and it looks like we are going to be making the change. J7's walking off the field of play, though. Hopefully there's no more bruising there. So J7 off, Jacob Ramsey on. Come on, Ramsey. Let's see what you can do. We've got plenty of game time now to go with. So again, like for like, there's no change in formation here. Hickey now with the throw-in, deep in the Brentford half. Looking to throw the ball in. He gets it into Thiago. Again, not really going anywhere, just clearing the lines, Brentford. And Trippier again just heads the ball back, but it's out of play again for Brentford, who managed to gain around about 20 yards down that touchline on that left-hand side. Hickey again. Ball plays again, just more in help there from Jordan Henderson. It's picked up by Ramsey now. Ramsey into Voltemada, who plays it back to Burn, up to Barnes. Down this left-hand side, Barnes clips it on to Voltemada, who plays the ball inside for Harvey Barnes to run onto. But again, it's just deflected away from him, between him and Ramsey. Got on each other's way, and it balls back to Brentford. Brentford trying to get Viteria on the run, but again, Thiago just loops it forward, and Dan Burn now trying to header it. Ramsey heads it up towards Barnes. Barnes plays it back towards Voltemada.
Again, football, isn't it?
It's shocking. It really is shocking. it's hard to try and keep up to play because the ball is just like tennis. It's just going backwards and forwards between two poor passing sides, if I'm honest with you. Back to Kelleher. I'm hoping I can get a drink in a minute because my throat's dry. It's been that frantic. Kelleher just taking his time, trying to pick players out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, challenged by Murphy. And again, he's just dragged it back and he's given it to Berg. Berg into Yarmouk. Yarmouk now out to Collins, but it's too much to Collins. But luckily, Coyote's picked it up. Coyote goes inside. And again, he gives Ramsey a little bit of a look at that one. The ball over the top for Witera and Thiago to run into. Botman plays it behind him. It's picked up by Damsgaard. Damsgaard gives it to... there's a ball into the top, and it's cleared this time by Chow.
No.
Out of the path of Thiago, who I don't think was going to get to it. There was no call from Pope.
Why did Pope not come for that?
Yeah, exactly. There was no call from Pope there, you could see. And Thiago took control and clears it for a corner. Pope was on his heels there. You could see him. Didn't call for that ball whatsoever. Corner for Brentford. Here we go then. Again, you can see the setup here. There's only Jordan Henderson in the 6-yard box for Brentford. Everything else is coming from the 12-yard line. Some set piece here. Ball onto, again, bounces. He was able to bounce in the box there, but it's been cleared all the way up to Coyote. Coyote just loops the ball back into the danger zone. Again, it's huffed and puffed, but this is Chow, plays to Byrne. Byrne just turns, plays the ball forward, but up towards...
Nearly.
Up towards Yarmouk. Again at the halfway line, plays it to Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne plays it in towards... Barn. He gives to Bruno. Bruno out to Murphy. Murphy now out to that left-hand side. Murphy into the box. Harvey Barnes turns. Got it onto his right foot. Turns it onto his left foot. Shoots! Goal! Harvey Barnes with his left foot in the near post. Get in! What a goal that is!
Fantastic.
Harvey Barnes looked like he was going on the inside to shoot with his right foot. He drops the shoulder onto his left foot, takes a touch out of his feet, whips that ball hard and low at the near post. Goal!
He lost the chance. Get in.
Yeah, lucky there in the midfield, though, to be fair. Yeah, Bruno plays it behind slightly to Murphy. Murphy's still got time to get the ball out of his feet. He fires it into Voltemada. Like I say, that then comes back to Harvey Barnes. What a goal!
Great touch by Voltemada. And Harvey Barnes.
Great skill. Great skill. He draws all the players towards the penalty area, drops his shoulder. And again, by doing that, wrong foots 2 or 3 players. And he gives him time to put it into that near post. Woo-hoo-hoo! Well done, boys. Under a bit of pressure there, but they've got themselves out of jail.
And hard luck, Carlos at NUFC, because just about 30 seconds before that goal, I was about to read it out, and he said, "I've had enough of this. I'm switching it off."
Oh dear, bless you. Harvey Toes, that's the 1-2. Oh, it was Lee. That was Lee McCarlin. Voltemada passing his top notch 2-0. You're right, mate. It was a beautiful little layoff into that danger zone. And that's all you need, isn't it? You don't, as long as you're assisting the goals as well, you don't always have to score them.
No. And here we go again.
Ramsey again here, out to Harvey Barnes, who looks absolutely full of it today. Big Dan on the overlap, gets the ball now. Got chance to cross. He crosses hard and low. Oh, again, it was across the 18-yard box, but it was behind and in front of everybody in a blue shirt. So again, it's just really quickly cleared for the Bees to the halfway line, throw into Newcastle. Come on, the lads! Good goal, like, says Ian Fleming. Absolutely. Awfully quiet from the bedwetters all of a sudden, says Cuff.
Well, if Gavin's saying, would Gordon have done that? No, he wouldn't.
That's why he wasn't in my 11, mate. Chow to Trippier, who again, awful ball, but it's come back to Botman, up to Ramsey again. Ramsey looks comfortable on that ball, playing really well. Bruno out to Dan Burn on this left-hand side on the halfway line. Dan Burn now going forward, plays it into Toon Army on the right-hand side of him. Again, Toon Army just looking to slow play down. Throws it into Chow. Chow, good ball up to Bruno. Oh, so it was Murphy. Murphy plays the ball back to Bruno. Bruno now looking for an out. Plays it back inside to Toon Army. It's back to Voltemada. Voltemada surrounded by 2 or 3 players. It's come out to Bruno. Bruno plays it to Chow. Chow now looking to give it to Ramsey. Ramsey on the diagonal to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes plays it into the danger zone. Oh, it's cleared by Brentford. Comes out to, again, nice give and go there for, I think that's Coyote who on the right-hand side. No, it's Witera. Witera with a free run towards the Newcastle penalty area, but it's blocked by Malik Chow. Yeah. Witera Dango!
I tell you what, Tonali's having a quiet game, and when he's involved, he's not doing a lot today.
Yeah, good covering there. Again, as it should be. Your right centre-back coming over, your right back coming over, nullifies all the Brentford attack and does the job, which it should be. Come on! Let's go ahead now.
The dog does the trick again.
The rescue dog, indeed. 31 minutes gone. Brentford 0, Newcastle 1. It's a Brentford corner now. In swinger by Dango. And again, it's headed clear at the near post. Out for a throw-in by Bruno to Brentford. Gives me a chance to get a breath. Enjoying it a bit more now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Always enjoy it when we're winning.
Going to be a long throw from Witera again this time. Throws it. He's got a good throw on him, Witera. Really long into the box. Valpy doesn't punch it well. Hickey! Oh! Crikey, I'm not sure whether Palpy comes out to try and punch that. Doesn't get a lot on it, if anything at all. The ball falls kindly to Hickey, left of the goal. It's deflected again, I think, from Chow, and it goes out for another corner to Brentford. But that's an awful punch. Oh, it was Bruno. Bruno gets a toe onto it to try and get it clear, and it falls lovely to Hickey, who again just lashes it towards the goal, but Chow manages to get something on it. Witera again into that danger zone on the edge of the 6-yard box. Up in the air this time, headed clear, and it's hoofed clear this time by Bruno. And the ball's allowed to Brents from Brentford. Brents, I can't speak, I'm not excited. The ball has come somehow. Oh, it's a free kick. I'm going to say the ball has somehow come back to Newcastle, but I didn't realise Cody had got fouled there on the halfway line. We look all over the place, but Cody took a gamble there and allowing the ball to bounce. And unfortunately, a little bit of skill from Coyote. Did really well because he's under pressure from 3 blue shirts there. Halfway line. Looks like it's Henderson's going to take this one. Try and float one into the back of that corner of the penalty box. It's again challenged. The ball's come to the penalty area, out by Tonali. It's fallen to Damsgaard, it was Henderson again who tries a shot. Again, there was a high foot on Murphy there.
Oh, was it Murphy? Sorry.
On Damsgaard on Murphy. I think Bruno's questioning whether that should be a card, if I'm honest with you. Murphy's back on his feet though, which is good news. Oh, who's that geezer? Daniel Ricciardo.
Formula 1
Formula number 1 driver, yeah. Is he a Brentford fan?
No idea.
Loving the commentary, lads. Thank you ever so much, Random.
Yes, Random, buddy.
I just wish I could say half the words. I get so excited, it just rumbles out. Long ball up towards Dan Burn, but again, it's clear. Damsgaard plays the ball forward. It's fallen to Tonali now. Tonali's facing his own goal. Plays it back to Botman. Botman challenged straight away by Thiago. And it's a throw into Newcastle. Looks like Aston Villa have just gone in the lead as well. Yeah, Aston Villa have gone. Buendia scored a beauty against Bournemouth direct from the free kick. Dan Burn being told to step a little bit further back because he's taken too many steps forward, throwing down the line. Again, it's headed forward by Coyote for Brentford.
Into Nolly, straight to them.
I wonder whether he's using that strapping as a bit more leverage on that ball, Dan Burn. Because I'm surprised he's still got the strapping in.
He's taken our, I think it was the King of Qatar was saying, Big Dan, taking our throw-ins. He's got 9 fingers to start with.
Oh, well
He's
done,
got a
Trippier.
bandage on his hand.
Yeah. Ball up to Voltamada, who gets it under control. But again, Yarmouk closes the space down. Yarmouk gets the ball back, plays it inside there for Damsgaard. But again, it's given by Trippier. Well done. Tonali out to Dan Burn. Dan Burn trying to find Ramsey. But again, it's played into an area that's picked up again by Brentford. Coyote with a diagonal run now. Out to Sade, who's not really been involved in the game much yet. Sade. Back to, is that Damsgaard, I think? Damsgaard tries to play a diagonal ball, but it's a bit too strong there for Coyote. And it's out for a throw-in.
Nice.
It was Yarmouk who played that ball. Again, he's trying to be positive there. Plays the ball through the diagonal. But again, it's just a little bit too much for Coyote, who'd gone from right back to left wing on that play. That's what I said. They're playing with a lot of freedom, Brentford. Keith Andrews is not saying stay in one position. He wants you to move, play freely. And it's causing Newcastle a lot of problems, a lot to think about here. Goal kick for Nick Pope. Goes long, down that left-hand side, looking for Dan Burn. It goes over the top of Dan Burn. It's Collins now. Then it's Ramsey. Dan Burn just trying to clear the lines. And again, it's a throw-in now to Brentford. It's a bit sloppy, to be fair, since we've scored the goal again. We've gone a bit sloppy. I can't hear you, mate. I didn't hear that.
Well, I'm saying it was sloppy before we scored the goal as well.
But you'd think we'd be able to control the game a little bit more. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, just take the rushness out of it.
Somebody put their foot on it.
Yeah.
Much as I hate it, I think I'd settle for a bit of
going backwards. Yeah, I mean, again, it's been, for me, it's been one of those things. I can't understand why we play so rushed all the time when you're leading. Chow now on this right-hand side. We've got lots of room to run into. Trippier on the right-hand side. Give and go with Chow. Again, driving into that corner, Chow. Doing really well. But again, he's muscled out of it with the amount of red and white shirts that are there. And the ball is unfortunately deflected out for a goal kick to Brentford. 38th minute, Brentford still 0-1 to Newcastle. It looks like Kelleher is allowing Collins to take these goal kicks. Again, I don't know whether Kelleher's got a bit of a muscle pull. Collins goes long again, driven ball. Gets won in the air by Botman. Bruno now gives it out towards Trippier, who plays it down the line to Murphy, who's trying to play it inside to Bruno again, given straight back to Brentford. Thiago now down that left-hand side. Murphy trying to track back with Trippier. 2-on-2-1 here with Brentford. Ball down the line, and again, it's a challenge from Bruno, and it's a throw in to Brentford, on literally in line with the penalty area. Yeah, look at that. Brentford celebrating. Bruno celebrating that challenge as if he scored a screamer. Again, looking to launch this one in. Ball comes in again into that 6-yard box. Again, Popey punches this one clear again. Lots of high balls thrown into the box here from Brentford.
Here's another one.
And again, you've got another one coming, yeah.
Oh, now Chow's down.
Yeah, got a bit of a smack in the head, I think. Just went down on his honkers, as they say. Again, just looking for Coyote to launch this one back in. Another long throw into that penalty box. Ball's headed up in the air, but this time it's headed back, and that should be easily out for a Newcastle goal kick.
Somebody else down now.
Yeah, it was a bit of a kick in the back of the the back of the hamstring there by Antonale. Collins is having a word, asking for some clarity there. I don't know what happened there. It looked like it was Thiago that just kneed him in the back of the thigh because it was away from the ball. It looked like he just literally run into the back of him a little bit there, Thiago. Free kick. Goal kick to Palpi again. Burn with a flick on down on that left-hand side. The ball then gets given back to Brentford, who again, Dan Burn just goes in on Thiago. That's going to be a free kick to Brentford. Villa 2-0 up now against Bournemouth. Bournemouth not having a great away day down at Villa Park.
No, it's not doing us any good, though.
No. Again, Thiago and Burn. I mean, Burn's just had his eyes on the ball all the way. It was just a clumsy challenge. Comes down heavy on his back again, Dan Burn. Again, it's a free kick where we don't want them, if I'm honest with you. Again, allowing Brentford to throw some ammunition into the box. Henderson again looks like he's going to take this one. Damsgaard just walks away from it. Again, Henderson throws it into the back stick, but it's over everybody. Can they keep it in play? Thiago manages down that right-hand side. Trippier plays the ball in now to Ramsey. Ramsey on that right-hand side gives it back to Trippier in a tight space, but Trippier is able to give it back to Ramsey. Back to Trippier. Trippier now being forced into the corner, and again, Thiago just runs straight into the back of him to win it back. And it's a free kick in a comfy position, I suppose, now. Trippier waiting for the challenge so he could go down. Referee's always going to give them towards the defender. And that relieves that pressure. It was a bit of pressure building there on that in the cooker. I mean, in the if you look at the match stats since our goal, 3 shots to Brentford, 2 inside the box, and 7 touches inside the box, and all of those individual areas is 0 for Newcastle since we've scored. Ball again played long, headed forward by Brentford. Thiago tries to play in Sade. Sade down the line now from Yarmouk. Yarmouk again, it's Chow who challenges Sade, and the ball's gone out for another Brentford throw-in in another dangerous position. A heavy challenge on Sade there from Chow. So Coyote again goes across and he's looking to throw one in. These are better than crosses in my opinion. They're driven in. Headed clear by Voltemada.
It's like an argument I had one day with a rugby fan, saying that there was skill in rugby, and I said it wasn't. There was just, and that football was far more. And this was an ex-pro, by the way. And he says, "Nah, you don't know." I says, "Right." I says, "I opened the kitchen window. The party we were at the time. I opened the kitchen window, and there was a tennis ball on the bench, and I got the tennis ball, and I threw it. It was about 8 or 9 feet to the open window, and I threw it through the window into the garden. I went outside, got the tennis ball. I says, right, I've just thrown. I've used my hands thrown through. Let's see you kick it through the window."
Not through the glass, just through the open.
Exactly, just to prove how much easier it is using your hands to control the ball than it is to use your feet.
Yeah, but it's the shape of the ball, isn't it, with a rugby ball? Because, like I say, I mean, I had a season when my kids from previous marriage were playing rugby, and I tell you something now, it was awful. I could throw the ball one way, but trying to throw it to my right, bloody awful. Hence, I was always on the bench. Anyway, it's Newcastle high on this right-hand side. Bruno on the corner of the box. It's deflected, luckily, to Bruno. Again, is that Newcastle's first corner of the game? It is.
Yep.
Yeah, Ramsey up there. And he gets the ball deflected off a Brentford player. And it's out for Newcastle's first corner in the 45th minute, believe it or not. So let's see what we can do with this one. Again, hopefully Newcastle can do something from these dead ball positions.
The trips on it or to no
Trippier,
trips?
yeah, it's Trippier. Looking for something here. Trippier now flouted into the back end of the 6-yard box. It's headed clear by Damsgaard now, has got the ball. Again, just trying to backheel it towards Coyote. But again, that's going to be a throw into Newcastle.
Right, Coyote Dan.
Yeah, let's see if you can do a Coyote.
Let's give them a bit of their own medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone and picked the dry ball up.
Yeah, well done, Dan. Dan
He's
Burn having
words with
some
the crowd
words.
as well.
Yeah, big throw in from Dan Burn towards that near post, but it's. Oh, I thought that Kelleher had walked that out, but he's literally just thrown it straight out for a goal kick. Bless him. Hickey now down that left-hand side for Brentford. Again, well done, Murphy, tracking him back. He has to play it backwards. Yarmouk now back into Henderson. Henderson now looking to get movement forward. Henderson just, again, going back out to Hickey on that left-hand side. Hickey down the line to Damsgaard. Damsgaard making a lot of movement here. Ball played up towards Bruno. Oh, it's a poor ball out to Murphy from Bruno. And now it's just cleared by Trippier up towards Voltemada. Again, Brentford on the turn.
One of those balls that he never wins.
Yeah, Dan Burn just hoofs it forward for Harvey Barnes to work with. Again, just playing there off. The ball's bounced over 2 or 3 players in. It's come through to Tonali. Ramsey back to Tonali on the halfway line. All the way back to Botman now. Just taking the sting out of the game, Newcastle.
I'll settle
back
for
to
that.
Popey.
Ian Fleming might be a bit premature with his £2 super chat. Thank you, Ian. He's saying the only good thing about this half is the score. Well, it's not finished yet.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just wait. 5 minutes now of injury time, and we're into 3 minutes of it. Botman now coming out of the Newcastle penalty area. Tonali out to Dan Burn. Dan Burn back to Botman. Botman down the line to Burn. Burn gets again challenged by Witera. Witera again gets the ball back for Brentford, but Bruno now. Bruno's got option. We've got 2 players, 3-on-3 here if they play the ball well. Into Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes just gets Coyote to get back at him. It's ball back towards Ramsey now. Ramsey now with the ball. Again, a lot of deflections going on in the middle of the park. Bruno with a good ball out to Trippier. Trippier then feeds into Murphy. Murphy's just a little bit wide there from Trippier. He plays the ball back to Trippier. Into Bruno. Bruno drops the shoulder, but again, Damsgaard allowed to get close to Bruno.
He's got to go this time.
Bruno into the box, but it's too close to Kelleher. And again, it's easily picked up. Kelleher throws the ball out quickly. Damsgaard picks the ball up. Again, lots of quick movement here for Brentford. But again, Cheb gets the ball, gets the interception. But he's offside there, Thiago. Whew, my days. Busha. You're absolutely right. The biggest difference for me, Cuffy, is Ramsey coming on. It looks like we've got a little bit more out in that midfield. The battle has been equalised. It's not being won, but it's definitely been equalised. Yeah, Barnes there with a bit of a poor ball, but he's managed to get it back. Tonali, again, too quickly up towards Voltemada. Wasn't expecting it, yeah. Wasn't
expecting it. That was the thing.
Yeah, it was a good ball from Tonali, but
Was.
Voltemada was on the half pace rather than and he'd got room to run into there.
He did. Would have been if he'd got a toe on that, because I would have bet him to control it if he just wasn't expecting it as quickly.
Yeah. Henderson now picking the ball up, running into the halfway line. Hickey on that left-hand side gives it back to Henderson. Henderson's got an option inside to Collins. Collins now plays the ball down the line for Kayada. Kayada's trying to get it under control. He's stood up by Dan Burn. Dan Burn now gives it into Damsgaard. And again, Damsgaard just gets challenged from Burn. And it's a goal kick to Newcastle.
He does get a nutmeg on him.
Yeah. And I think that should be half-time, if I'm honest here, once this goal kick's taken. Oh, it is half-time. There you go. Yeah. Half-time for Newcastle and Brentford. Brentford 0, Newcastle 1. Woo! What a half. A bit poor, if I'm honest with you. With a lot of rushed passes. And again, well done to Brentford, because they've not allowed Newcastle to settle on the ball at all in that first half. And again, we talk about quality. Yes, we've got quality players, but have we got the right players to be able to manage a game? For me, the question is still out. Still not happy with the way this team performs once they go in front. It's as if they're playing with a hot potato at the feet and not a football. Your thoughts, mate?
Well, Borky's in the chats there. Thank you, Borky. And he's saying let's not let the score hide the fact that we were awful. And I think what you saw there was two pretty damn awful teams.
I'm going to let you do some of the chat, matey. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink.
No probs, bud. No probs. Yeah. Listen, it wasn't good at all. Not good at all. Just that Tonali is probably having the worst game he's had in a black and white shirt, I would say. And we rely on him so much to take control of the situation. He ain't doing it. The attacks that they've had, Pope hasn't instilled a whole lot of confidence. Again, despite making a couple of good saves. So it's just it's so frenetic. And with the odd exception, we've been incapable of stringing 3 or 4 quality passes together. And yet again, the reason we're in the lead is because of one piece of individual brilliance. And hats off to Harvey Barnes, because that was a quality goal. You know, proper, that all of the Harvey Barnes, Tim will be waxing lyrical, I've got no doubt, when he comes on for the reaction, because Harvey Barnes is his boy, and he will be absolutely waxing lyrical and no doubt reflecting what a lot of the comments were saying, which was, Barnes can do that and Anthony Gordon can't do that. So I'm no sure, I'm quite sure that that'll be reflected. Were we lucky that J7 got injured? I'm never pleased when somebody gets injured, but I'm on this occasion, because I would have started Ramsey anyway, and not only that, I was hoping Eddie would see what was going on. No, by the way, I'm not blaming all of the inability of all of our team to find a 5-yard pass. I'm not pinning that on J7's shoulders. But the difference that Ramsey made when he came on was his actual technical ability in being able to control the ball when he's got it. He hasn't done it that often, he's probably only touched the ball about 5 times. But when he has, he's found a ball, found a pass, he's done the right thing. And too many of our players today, as in many of our away performances in the Prem, they seem to lose their football brain. I don't know what's going on with them. We see them at home and we produce loads of flowing passing moves. And a lot of them are quick one touch, but away from home for some reason, it's just bouncy. It's like a pinball machine. Oh,
Shut
man, look
up.
who's here.
You wanga.
I beg your pardon, you're not allowed to say that on radio.
Well, you said S, the S word, but you're right. We shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that, man. I come here to save the day, man, because you guys are, viewers specifically, you are now blaming Walter Mata because he can't get a ball that's literally just hoofed up in the air, far away from him. Nonsense. And this performance, and this is supposed to be Sky Sports main event, Newcastle Brentford. What the? I mean, the main event is going to be obviously Man City Liverpool, but yeah, not good at all. But but people like you will say, but the result. By the skin of our teeth, wonderful play, by the way. Voltemara, hold on, let me speak now. Voltemara, look at that. The guy that you were talking about that needs to be sold by the winter. Look at that. Unbelievable flick to get to the man, and of course Harvey Barnes, my boy. He's under. He's my Baron. He's my Baron.
Why am I echoing? Since you came on the scene.
Let me see.
Why am I
Hilarious.
I don't know if you're echoing.
Are you okay? That it was just pure class. Just watching the Harvey Barnes again.
Man, my internet is rubbish.
So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it's not good. Pinball football, no apparent cohesion, plan, whatever. I'm sure there must be one, but I haven't seen it. The one thing is, yet again, we've defended well in panic mode sometimes, obviously, as we've seen. But 1-0 up, that's the main thing.
There you go. So, well, I guess that is it. I mean, we're just rubbish, but we're getting the result. But it didn't be, you can't even say really. You can't even hope that's gonna hold, because we always give up leads. So it's not like, it's not like you can say, "Wow, we're getting the result and we're gonna get the win." It's
that's a fact that we need checking out.
I think the biggest thing.
I don't think you need to check it out. We give up leads like it's going out of style, man.
Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I was going to say, okay. For me, it's more the fact that why do you allow opposition players to bully you? Because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like you pay for these players to come in, and like I say, the difference has been Ramsey coming in, because it looks like you've got somebody who's able to control the ball and take a little bit of the pressure off. But again, we're playing so slow and so tight together in that midfield. The 2 and 3 yard balls that they're passing to each other is marked by one player. You're not allowing space, and when we've looked to get into space, again, it's been some poor quality in passing that hasn't allowed the game to mature the way it should, and it's just pure panic at times. I mean, from both sides, I must admit, from what I've seen from Brentford at the minute is all huff and puff, and they'll look to get in and behind you and work off the pieces and the scraps that you allow them. But there's no quality there.
They're not a good quality team. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they're not a quality team, but we make it easy for them. That's kind of it's a great problem to have, if you will. If you want to choose a problem, I guess you can say, yeah, because you depend on yourself. We allow teams in the game all the time. So, but we depend. It's on us. We gotta make sure we gotta fix that. However, after so long, you wonder what's going on. I mean, why can't we? Why can't we? It's not being negative. It's just a fact. Today we're back at it again. And to be honest, Harvey Barnes with a crazy play out of nowhere. That's what it gives you.
Well, that's what it gives you instead of Gordon, and that's what I said. Your XG, for me, you've got to have players that are confident in front of goal, and at the end of the day, it doesn't look as though Anthony Gordon has got any confidence whatsoever in front of goal. And Ramsey's the same. At the minute, we've seen nothing from Jacob Ramsey on that right-hand side as an out or involvement in and around the box.
I think he's been better than what J7 was giving you, though.
Oh, yeah, he's an out. He's allowing Newcastle a passing angle, and that's why I said I think we are so criminal with both Bruno and Tonali wanting to control that midfield rather than one of them just taking the helm. What you've got is it's all rush. Give me the ball. I want to work it. Calm the bloody game down. Just work That's the true. Channels. You don't need to both be in control in 90 minutes. You don't need to be frank.
Tonali's having his worst game.
Well, he's not up to his usual good games, of course. But you don't. I agree. You don't need to go frantic all the time because you go frantic for 2 hours, you're going to make huge mistakes. That's bound to happen. You got to think for a second. But interesting point, though, that Brent brings up. Ramsey and Barnes are playing because Howe is forced to play them. You guys...
Yeah.
I mean, you got to say it's true.
Yeah, absolutely true. That's. We said this at the start. It's insanity to try and keep using the same side over and over again. That's been poor with the same tactics, with the same setup as we've done all the time, which is so easy to coach against, and you're expecting a different result. And that's why we said it's Eddie Howe forcing this side to go and play well, as in keep going, lads, because eventually it'll click. That's not the way you deal with things.
Yeah, I mean, but if we get a result today, that's more than we can ask for, to be honest. And just add clarity, man. Just calm down and think. Just try to get a result. Be smart in defense, and that's really all you can ask for at this point. At this moment in time, I would say. It's a Brentford way. At least go to the international break with a win. I mean, that would be a massive positive at the moment. And because we have Man City coming up after this. Yeah. And then
it's going to be tough games. Everton as well. Who are playing with a lot of confidence at the minute. So, like I say, it's not going to be easy running, even after the international break. And that's why I said, somebody's put in who should we get in? We need somebody like Ramsey, not another Ramsey, but we need somebody with a little bit of control in that midfield. At the minute, for me, we don't utilise Tonali well in what he can give you with the box to box. Like today, he's been forced to be playing too deep at times. So when Bruno's got him down that right hand side. Jacob Ramsey, since he's come on, has tried to work that inside channel on the left-hand side. Tonali's left behind a lot of the time. And I think that is it's a disgrace, really, to think that he's probably our best player. And he's not being utilised in the areas that we know he's very strong at, and can produce from 25 yards. So, for me, I'd want somebody in that can play a natural six, and either you switch it up a little bit and you play one Tonali or Bruno a little bit higher up the field just to allow us to have that out ball. I think having three players like we have at the minute with Bruno, Tonali, J7 or Ramsey, we're too narrow, we're too restricted to be deep, and it's just not allowing us to get forward as a unit. Can't hear you, Chris. Oh, there you go.
No, that's fine. I was muted. I muted myself on purpose. I had to talk to Alexa. Oh, damn it. It went off again. Anyway, but we're the second half is going to come at any moment given time. Now, I wouldn't hope for any changes. I wouldn't think there's any changes going to be made. I think the changes that needed to be made are made already. It's just about controlling the game, man. You know,
that's all it's about.
Control the game. That's the mark of a good of a champion type team. And quite honestly, I've been, I was thinking about it today because of how we were performing again in the first half, and I'm like, man, we're just not a good team. And it's crazy to say that because I feel like we got good performances, we got good players. But if you're so inconsistent, then you're not a good team. Good teams are not inconsistent. You can't just say, we're a good team, we're just having a bad spell. You can't say that when it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Week in and week out. But
you're absolutely right. I think we've got a good individual squad, but you can't have 3 players in the middle of the park that are all the same. They don't give you an out. They all want control of the ball. Even Ramsey now, when he's been involved, has got in close to that midfield to the duo instead of being the out. And I think that is the biggest problem that Eddie Howe needs to solve. Are you taking the second half, or do you want me to?
No, go ahead. The picture's fine.
Right, yeah, it's good. Newcastle to kick off then, kicking left to right in the second half in the all blue. And again, Toon Army looks to go deep. Oh, it's going out for the goal kick this time rather than a throw-in.
Marco's like, Chris looks like he's lost a few pounds because of that haircut. Might be the haircut, but it also might be the magic dart.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So again, Newcastle reverting back to the old way of getting deep into the Brentford half. Collins goes long again, but the ball's allowed to bounce. Byrne gets it cleared up towards Murphy, and it's Murphy again. Poor control, and it's out for a throw into Brentford, halfway in the Newcastle half. Ball played back to Yarmouk. Yarmouk now plays it into Collins, playing deeper into the Brentford half. Berg plays the ball easily between 3 players there, and Yarmouk on the turn. He's got Coyote down the side. Henderson now into Thiago. Thiago plays it into Damsdale. Oh, you can't play there, Ramsey. Ramsey now. Damsgaard into the ball. Oh, it's a
good save.
Good save there. Again, dead easy for Yarmouk to try and get a shot in on that right-hand side. But luckily, Pope just stretches his foot out and clears that ball. Very, very lucky there from Ramsey. Got his, again, pockets poached there from 2 players. Damsgaard and Yarmouk.
Don't try fancy stuff in that position.
Again, it's like I say, trying to take control of the midfield, and you can't play simple. Play around players, don't go through them. Good save that from Popey, actually, with his feet. Imitation of a duck there, or a pigeon, one of the two. Popey. Again, a free kick to Newcastle this time, though. Ramsey. Botman, but gives it into Tonali's feet. Tonali on the turn. Again, gives a nice little pass out to Ramsey. Into Barnes. Then into Voltamada. It's all the way back now to Botman, who's given it to Chow now, back to Trippier. Trippier down the line looking for Murphy. But again, it's easily picked off from Brentford. Back to Chow. But Chow goes long and it's out again for a throw into Brentford. Just inside the Newcastle half. Again, creating their own problems. You've got there Murphy on his heel, and Hickey is just able to run behind him and pick out that ball rather than moving forward to the ball. It is absolute amateur football that we're watching here.
Well, it was Trippier there, to be fair. I mean, he was under no pressure at all, and he just passed it straight to the Brentford player.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is Hickey has moved behind Ramsey. And then, he's taken the ball off him. Dan Byrne here with Witara. Oh, yellow card. Yeah.
I mean, that was shambolic.
Tim's in the background. Yeah, I mean, look, there you go. You're not going to get away with that, Dan. Witara got round you there, son.
Took one
yellow
for the
card
team,
for Dan Byrne.
Because the point was he didn't get round.
Well, no, but I mean he's under pressure now because he's got a lot of pressure on that right hand side for Brentford. Damsgaard taking this free kick for Brentford. Again, the Newcastle line up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Whipped in. It's headed clear by Tonali. It came out to Coyote, who gives it straight back to Henderson. Henderson now, Damsgaard. Damsgaard on that right-hand side. Again, has to go back to Henderson. Henderson into Yarmouk. Yarmouk, under the challenge, throws it forward quickly. Collins now. And again, Sade just gets the nudge from Ramsey, but it's fallen kindly back to Brentford. Sade in the box. He's gone through Trippier's legs. And Chow has to come back and cover it, that one. And it's gone out for another corner to Brentford.
Yeah, I wouldn't knock that right now.
Again, it started the second half as we finished the first half.
Shambolic.
Just waiting for the setup. Sade getting tussled. Damsgaard now into the box, in swinger. It's headed and it's gone out this time. I think that was Berg who tries to get on the end of that. And it glances off his head and it goes wide of the far post of Pope. Nowhere near goal, to be fair. But he did get his head on the ball in front of Voltemada. No changes in the in either team for the second half, guys. As it was, it's just the one change. Ramsey on for J7. Ball kicked long by Pope up towards Voltemada, but it's again Bruno now picks the pieces up, and again it's straight out for a throw-in under a challenge from Brentford there, and Bruno just kicks it forward. Yarmouk does nothing wrong. Kicked up forward towards Thiago, and again he comes all the way on the back of Botman, and Botman's goes down and he gets a free kick, that one. Thiago turns not happy with that decision from the referee. Heads his own ball on there, Thiago, to try and get in behind Botman. Newcastle really struggling at the minute to get out of their own half. Trippier again goes up the line, but it's straight away to a red and white shirt. What are you doing, lads? Again, Damsgaard. Again, this time it's Tonali who wins it. Now Ramsey got a bit of space to run into. Hunted down by three red and white shirts. But again,
pass the ball.
Coyote just simple after the wall just to pick the ball off him, and it's all the way back to Kelleher. And again, Collins now looking to go long. He pumps the ball high and forward. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah. We need, this is from, what? Oh, Warren in the building now. Warren. Get hold on, we say. We need flipping Messi in R7.
There's a chance here. Great ball into Barnes. Barnes now through on goal. Ball's
and nobody there.
Again, it's fallen through to Botman. Botman up to Bruno. Now Bruno to Tonali now. High up the field this time. But again, Thiago's just picks the pockets of Tonali this time.
And
back to Kelleher.
Then.
Kelleher goes forward, but again it's there's a
right in the face.
In the face on Tonali off Sade there, but the referee's allowed it to carry on. It's come through to Botman. Ramsey on the turn now. Ramsey again getting picked on by two players. It's a bit of a lottery here who wins. Ramsey turns back. Harvey Barnes gives it all the way back to Byrne. Byrne back to Botman now. Again, just on the edge of his own penalty area. It's giving it back to Pope. Sade closes a space. Pope goes long, looking for Byrne. Again, Coyote brings the ball down. Just glances the ball forward. The ball bounces all the way kindly to Botman. Ramsey and Bruno there. Nelly gets his pockets picked again, but it's Tonali on the turn for Murphy. Murphy just allows the ball to run past him, and it's straight back with Brentford. Henderson now coming forward. Henderson brings the ball towards Yarmouk. Yarmouk back to Berg. Berg into Henderson. Halfway into the Brentford half. Hickey. Yarmouk squared again. They're playing nice little diagonals, but they're going nowhere at the minute, Brentford, but they're in control of possession. Ball forward now into the halfway line, and again a quick ball forward to try and get Thiago involved. I can never say his bloody name. Witera. Pope throws it out to Byrne. Byrne gets it under control on his chest, plays it inside to Ramsey. Ramsey now under pressure, gives it all the way back to Botman. Botman now plays it onto his left foot, goes along the floor, but again it cannons off a red and white shirt. Luckily, Damsgaard heads it back to Ramsey.
As bad as we are, that's the problem.
Yeah, And Bruno this time sees Trippier with an out ball. Lovely ball down this right-hand side. Trippier plays it into Tonali, who runs into the Brentford half. Back to Chow. Again, a little bit of space for Bruno, but it's closed by Damsgaard. Looks like Brentford are having 5 minutes because they're allowing Newcastle with some space. Murphy into Bruno, back to Murphy. Murphy now running inside. Murphy's looking for an out ball. Tonali out to Trippier this time. Trippier cannons it off Hickey, and it's a throw into Newcastle. Deep in the Brentford half.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Gwen was saying, two poor quality teams, then you're going to get that. I mean, both teams don't even know. Can't tell clear from, you know what.
Murphy into the box, but again, it's a poor ball in, and it's the first ball. Sade now trying to bring the ball out. He gets the ball. Is it going to be a free kick? Yeah.
Didn't need to make that tackle. The ball's going to us.
Yeah, leaves his foot in there.
All you got to do is put a player on the funnel, and then he'll lose the ball, and that's what happened. But we decided to tackle him.
Tonali's having a poor game today.
Ball played long up to Damsgaard, out to Ritara. Tara now down the line, he beats Byrne, but again Chow comes across and stays with his man. Botman was miles away there along the 6-yard box. Well watched there, Thiago on Chow. A long throw in again. This could be dangerous for Newcastle. Long throw in into the box. Botman heads it on Sade. What are you doing, Botman?
What's Bob doing?
Oh my God, this is criminal.
1-1, guys. I mean, that is just shocking. Botman, Pope comes to, I don't know whether he comes to punch it, gets nowhere near again. Botman heads it onto the edge of the 6-yard box, and it's just easy for Sade. Christ. There's just far too many players there. What are you doing, lad?
Look at Pope.
Look at him. He's nowhere near that ball. Just stay on your bloody line.
Why is he man? He's man marking a defender there. I mean, that should be Botman's man, probably. He should be.
Yeah, what was Botman trying to do there? Though it's like he turned his back on the ball.
Yeah.
Absolute crazy.
Whoever that player was turned Botman around, put him in front of him, and he's out of the play. And Botman Pope had to get in there, but still, but it's a poor attempt to punch a ball.
That was awful from Popey, though, to be fair. Thiago did everything he needed to do, but just put back into Pope. Crazy. Nothing that Brentford don't deserve, I must admit. They've been knocking on the door for some time now.
Yeah.
Botman down the line now for Byrne. Byrne. Again, challenge, allowing the Brentford players to get at them. Instead of passing the ball quickly, Voltemada now with the chance to get around. But again, closed down quite easily by Brentford, and Yarmouk gets the ball back. Tonali now dancing across. Plays the ball down to Byrne.
Nice.
Barnes.
Come on,
inside to Ramsey. Ramsey now to Murphy. Murphy's on the right-hand side. He shoots. It's blocks from Berg this time. And again, we've got a break now. 3 on 3. Yeah, this is where Brentford play. They play with players high up the field. Witera now on this left-hand side, faced against Byrne, who gets the block on him. The ball is deflected out to Tonali, who don't wait for them to challenge you. Pass the ball. He comes inside this time, Tonali. He does well, to be fair. Bruno out to that right-hand side. We've got Trippier with a bit of space now. Hickey comes to block it. He plays the ball back inside to Bruno. Bruno's waiting. Come on.
Who's shouting at him?
Exactly. You've got 3 players around you there. Ball down the line for Thiago to run to. Pope says, I'll have this one, and kicks the ball out of play for a throw in to Brentford.
What? You can at least kick that ball into play, right in the deep end. Wow.
Whew. This is ridiculous.
And those two ain't got a clue.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at that. The stats in the second half: 4 shots on at goal, 2 on target, 4 touches in the box. We've had 1. We've had 56% of the possession, but it means nothing if it's not in the right areas. Absolutely crazy. Burn now plays the ball inside to Ramsey. Plays it back to Botman, just in front of his own penalty area. Ramsey gone deep. Again, 3 midfielders.
No, that they're absolutely petrified now, the Newcastle players. You can see they haven't got a clue what to do.
Straight back to the red and white shirt because, again...
They're petrified.
They just haven't a clue what to do.
There's a bit of a squeeze coming on.
Bit of a sweet, not sweet, sweet eye.
Oh, it was sweet, not squeeze. The blockbuster.
See, 59 minutes, you got to make something change, man. I don't care.
You just hadn't got a clue what to do.
Berg now plays the ball out on that right-hand side. Collins seems to be the one who's dictating play from the back line, but again, Collins with not a great pass. Elanga getting warmed up.
Where's Lewis Hall? That's who I want to see out there.
Yeah. Lewis Hall should come in for Burn.
Botman goes across the field of play to Trippier. Trippier brings it under play again. Sade doesn't give him much time, but again, it's given straight to
his fancy first team ball.
Referee. Now the referee's saying allowed to carry on. Thiago. Damsgaard gives it to Whitera on the edge of the box. Whitera drops his shoulders. Oh, the referee. Oh,
that's
on Dan Burn.
That's going to be a penalty, man.
What's going on here? He's going to get a card here for simulation. Yeah.
No. This is for simulation. You don't have to go look at it, though.
Well, let's have a look at it.
If that's not a penalty, then I mean...
It's a good simulator.
I'll tell you something now.
Let's have
a look at this. Dango drops his shoulder. Dan Burn dangles a leg. He does touch him.
All day penalty. It ain't a penalty all day. Penalty all day.
Looks like he's starting. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't, actually.
No.
If you look at that line there, he's nowhere near him.
No, but look at the first one. I saw the touch right there on the foot. There you go. He gets him on the foot. And he knows it. Burn knows it. Look at that. He gets him right on the foot. Right on that ankle. Right on that ankle, man.
Yeah, VAR are looking at it.
You need the angle to see whether he does actually make contact there.
And if it is this a yellow card? Enough? No?
Well, they're going to take that yellow card from the player, I know that. But for simulating, but they're not going to look at it. Oh, we got away from with murder.
Oh, my days.
Oh, he was offside, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, my days.
I mean, if we get away with this that's a penalty. Come on, man. Look at the Burns foot. How it
But do you think it's the way Whitera went down, though, Chris?
They don't.
No. I'm just saying because of that simulation. It was close. I'll tell you now.
That's insane, man.
That's just got out of jail.
That is a get out of jail card. That is, isn't it?
Get out of prison.
That is a penalty all day.
I mean, the death penalty. We had the death penalty. And
they say swings and roundabouts and all that over the season, and we get our share of bad decisions. But I don't believe in that nonsense. That's a penalty, and that should be Brentford in front.
Well, we don't know that, to be honest, but they should get a penalty.
I can't understand that at all.
No.
Like I say, from the one angle, it looks like there was no contact. But you're right. It's a standing foot that he gets gets kicked on.
Let me tell you, man. Take your Newcastle hat off. I mean, if this happened to us, man, we'll be fucking.
I'd be furious.
I mean, it's.
I would be incandescent.
And the fact of the matter is, they look at this 20 times in a row and they still don't get it. It's insane to me, man. And they get paid for this, by the way. It's not like they gather a couple fans to watch the game.
This is better football.
Trippier.
Oh, again, Trippier. What you doing,
Trippier.
Man?
Trippier's going to be in the book here. Followed through on Sade.
And that's it. But that's another ball that he just gave to a
Oh.
red and white shirt.
Yeah, Trippier's playing awful at the minute. I mean, I was just looking at that and I thought Trippier.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
No, it's the initial pass that I'm on about.
O'Connor for them is on the bench has got a yellow card. One of their analysts. Ball forward from Berg, looking for Thiago.
And
Thiago's
Botman
able
beat
to.
in the air
I don't know.
again.
Thiago then passes past Trippier this time as well. Keeping hold of the ball, Brentford doing well. There's a chance here for Hickey, plays across the box, but Byrne passes it out. And then there's a chance, Thiago with a shot outside the box. And Palpy puts it over the bar. Woo.
Fortunately,
Jesus.
straight down his throat, but a good save nonetheless.
Yeah. But he hits it first time, Thiago. So, I mean, you've got to be set as a keeper. Hickey plays it into the dangerous area. Dan Byrne does well to get his foot on it, but it's only cleared to like the 20-yard line. And then he hits it on the volley. Great volley. Yeah, that would have gone into the roof of the net, that.
Mercy. Boy, what knocker for real.
Ball back into the box and it's Popey again.
You know, it's got to be. I just don't think the tactics are working, and I think that the only reason why we perform good on certain games in the Champions League is simply because of motivation. Players just want to play for those games, and that's a fault by the players too. But
ball down the line, good ball. That is Trippier to Bruno, just inside the Brentford. Murphy, good give and go with Voltamore, the back stick. Oh, just needed somebody in that dark, that back post area, didn't we?
Needed a whistle.
I think no. I think Wissa, that's on the far post, man. I think that Murphy should have crossed that back in the middle, man.
Good build-up play that though down this right-hand side. I must admit, the first time in a long time. Byrne with a long throw again into the 6-yard box. It's flicked on. It's come down on Voltamore's chest, but again, Sade able to bring this one clear down this right-hand side. It's challenged by Chow. It's fallen to Botman. Again, Botman under pressure from Sade. Manages to keep hold of the ball. Passes it back to Chow. Chow gives it in.
Come on, move, man. Give him some space.
Trippier again, just waiting for movement. Tonali back to Trippier. Trippier and Murphy.
Here we go.
Here we go. Back to the halfway line into Chow. Chow goes down the line to Trippier. Trippier now into Murphy. Again, there's movement in front of him. Murphy plays the ball inside. Good ball. Good pass. Shot. Harvey Barnes chests it down, and I thought he was going to get his shot on goal, and it's just over the bar. Much better. Just couldn't keep it down. A yard over the bar.
That's 2 nice moves in the last 5 minutes.
And again, Hickey getting challenged down that left-hand side. Trippier goes long. Tonali comes across. Sade and Chow. Oh, Chow's again saying to referee, I didn't touch him. Sade went down pretty quickly and easily. Tonali getting a telling off because he's too close to the ball, stopping Brentford from taking it quickly.
By the way, you were talking about shin pads being so light, and Joe Linton's shin pads reminded me of my wife's makeup sponge.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Dab and Go.
It reminded me of someone else, but never mind.
It's smaller than the Babby's bloody bath sponge.
Oh,
ball in the air.
Oh,
Popey gets that one. Oh, jeez.
But the good thing, he landed right on the flat of his back, though. It seemed like.
Popey doesn't look good here. He's got his legs still crossed, Popey.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Get Ramsdale on.
But no, it's you know what's crazy is that injuries and fortune and destiny is what makes Eddie Howe makes proper changes. That's the question. Because Joe Linton, Gordon, and now possibly Pope, or else he won't make them, and that's even worse, to be honest.
Palpi come quite heavily down on the front. I don't know whether he's. I've just seen Palpi uncross his legs, which is a good sign. Oh, Ramsdale is getting ready.
We might be warming up, of course.
This could be Palpi's shoulder again. Brentford making a change anyway. Hickey's come off. Minimal contact according to what they're saying. Rico Henry on for Brentford instead of Hickey. This is pretty awful from Newcastle. I don't know what's going on. Ramsdale. Oh, Shaw. No. I thought Shaw was getting stripped there.
No, he was
Pops back on his feet.
Ramsdale his bib.
Become as a goalkeeper. Well, we put Burns at left back, so makes sense. Went right above your head, Win.
No, it didn't. It was just silly.
Forest have got in the lead against Leeds at the City Ground.
Look at that. Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, 1-0 down, 2-1 up. Now they're going to win the cup.
Popey now. The dead ball goes long. Ball goes up, and again it's easy header by Berg back in the Newcastle half chair. Thiago not able to keep that in play, so it's a throw into Newcastle. Yeah, Elanga and Joe Willock potentially getting stripped. Just seen, so Burn again just trying to throw it down the line, looking for an option. Voltamada gets it taken off his toe this time, and it's all the way back to Kelleher, who goes first time long towards the halfway line. Again, it's headed forward by Dan Burn. Harvey Barnes just trying to close the space down, but it's easy played down that left-hand side. And now Ramsey on Coyote. It's a free kick to Brentford. Oh, Bournemouth have missed a penalty at Villa. Semenyo missed the penalty. Brentford back to Collins. Collins now. Just trying to feed into Berg. Berg up to Thiago. Thiago down in towards the middle. Burn now, Thiago. Oh, no, why? It'll be a penalty this time.
It's another...
Penalty.
And that's a red card.
And Dan Burn will be sent off now.
Fuck yeah. Oh, what a nightmare, man. This is a nightmare for real. This is unbelievable, this.
No, this is going to be an interesting one because Dan Burn's got to go now.
He's got to go. Well, he didn't give him a yellow, did he?
That could be a...
Oh, he's gone.
Yellow card, he's gone. Oh my God!
I mean, but how does he let that ball go through? He ain't got the pace. He doesn't have the pace to get there, man. Win, just give our man. And Win is knackered, so we're not gonna put him down when he's already down knackered. But I mean, look at that, man. The ball gets around him.
No need for it.
The ball gets around him.
He doesn't touch him actually.
No,
he actually doesn't touch him. You watch this. He went down. Yeah. I mean, if you talk about minimal contact, which is what they didn't give the first one for.
I don't think that was a penalty. I'm not going to argue though because we've got to.
They should have had one
with the last one.
But why does Burn not argue it if he thinks he didn't touch him or fouled him? Because he's not arguing, and he took that yellow card and said it's a yellow, right? Boom, I'm gone. And now we're going to see Hull on a knackered team. And
this is here we go. This is chaos.
Yeah, this is what I said. This is
As
where
you
we
can see
make.
Tenali and Gamora's coming off here, I bet.
Yeah, but one of them needs to come off as daft as it looks because
Listen,
we're
if you
just
Maybe it's even Baltimore.
But no, hold on. I think that Newcastle can't live without Tonali. However, I think you need to make a strong Bullock and get them both out, Bruno and Tonali, because they both had a shocking game today. And
Ramsdale as well coming on.
And to be honest, they're coming off at the 74th minute. I mean, that's not much of a reprimand, to be honest, but maybe for Tonali because he never comes off. Rightly so most times, but
it's just what's going on here?
So Pope is coming off. I'm assuming he's still hurt.
So
Ramsdale coming on to face a penalty.
Are they looking to see if it's a penalty or outside the box? Is that what the delay is?
I ain't got a clue. I mean, well, maybe they're going to put Ramsdale in so he can dive properly. Willock is there. Man, sometimes you got to grab that iPad and throw it in the trash. Just get in there and play, man. No, Pope is going to... But why is Ramsdale getting ready? Why is Ramsdale getting ready if he's not going to come off?
Okay, well, you could see him putting strapping on his wrist, so he's got to be coming on.
The referee might have Jordy parents or something. Just tell him, listen, I think that you're going to be subbed
What the
up.
heck is going on here?
You might want to put the healthy goalkeeper in because he was about to save that penalty.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever witnessed.
Sam, yes, I'm sorry. Eddie has lost his mind.
I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he...
He went down in many people's estimations, I tell you.
This is crazy. Wait for us to go down to 10 men before you make all these changes.
And by the way,
Harvey
Pope doesn't
Barnes.
seem like he wants to come off.
Harvey Barnes is off for Louis Hall. Murphy off.
Barnes, yeah.
And Tonali's off.
Disaster class.
Here we go.
I'm all for that. I'm all for giving players bulletins. Get them. I mean, to be honest, it should have been done earlier. That means it actually means that emphatically. You know, you two are rubbish, and you're supposed to be your best players off the pitch. And maybe it does mean something. I guess, but quite honestly, I don't even know. With a man down, you put Willock in, and you put.
I can't understand the Willock.
And that man has a lot of answers to give.
Oh, look at this. The doctor's come out the woodwork.
Well, he's bang on to me.
Here we go. Thiago with a penalty after all this wait. He favours his left-hand side. So I hope Ramsdale's done his homework.
Don't worry, man. Ramsdale's got this.
Ramsdale left, matey. That's what he favours.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. He goes left. Brentford 2. Oh, dear.
And this is a textbook, by the way. We give it up like this every most games this season when we have a lead. Textbook.
It's just shocking. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And again, you know, reactive rather than proactive again from Eddie. It's not worked for the entire game, this midfield. And, you know, instead of taking an action on doing something, either not changing players, but moving them out of position, because they're too narrow, they're too close, there's no out, and they're easily marked by two number 6s. Damsgaard has run his legs off. And like I say, this is the time now where you start taking control of the game because they've put a lot of effort and you've just gifted them the extra goal. Madness.
And they should have had it earlier.
2-1 to Brentford now, guys. Whoa, Jesus.
2 points above the relegation zone.
Yep. And we look more of a relegation team, mate, than we do, you know.
But not good, man. For real, like it's just.
Again, Voltemada, not had the best game either, to be fair. But again, he's been feeding off scraps, which he's done for most of this season.
I will say on one play he should have been there though. That nutmeg pass by Barnes. He should have been in the box. So, to be honest, but I mean, yeah, I agree for the most part.
Ball again. Kelleher goes long, looking down that left-hand side. Hall brings it down, gives it into Ramsey, back into Bruno. Bruno forward to Willock this time. Willock's got space again now to move. Why couldn't they have done this before? Willock out to the left-hand side. Hall brings it on into his left-hand side, plays it towards Voltemada on the penalty spot. It's scrambled, but Brentford get it clear this time. Again, it's 2-on-1 at the back with Thiago and Chow, who does 360 there. I'll let you do that one, guys.
This is David. Win, don't worry. We always start slow. Eddie Howe out now. It's coming. It's coming.
Ouattara now inside to Collins. Collins got Thiago with a load of space and he's waiting for Coyote to step up now. Coyote outside to the Ouattara. And I mean, it's going to be one-way traffic for a bit now, guys.
They're going to have loads of space now.
Brentford, Ouattara trying to take on Hall, but there's no space behind. Ball's out for a goal kick. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Botman now into Bruno. Bruno's got a chance to turn. Plays the ball out to Ramsey on that left-hand side now, Ramsey. Got a chance now to throw a ball into Chow. He does. Goes square to Chow. Chow's got a bit of space on this right-hand side to work the ball into Trippier. Trippier now back to the halfway line to Chow. Again, Brentford now just got the lead and they're all just sitting back deep now. Chow goes square to Botman. Botman into Ramsey. Ramsey playing into, oh dear, Elanga, who, I don't know what he was doing there, but it wasn't to anybody particular. But again, it's given back to Newcastle from Brentford. Bruno plays the ball back to Chow. Chow looking to feed into Trippier. Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier runs inside now. Goes again, square back to Botman in the centre circle. Up to Ramsey. Ramsey's got a chance to turn. Again, Brentford are all literally stepping off now. Just standing in the way. I'll let you do that one, guys.
There's Bogey. Finally a game coming up without Burns starting.
Oh, Bruno throws the ball into Thiago's chest. It's 2-on-2 here. Damsgaard. Ouattara. Thiago's going all the way through. Oh, it's a challenge in the end from Botman. Oh, Jesus. Again, you know, all that space. One silly pass from Bruno again there. Trying to go through a player. It's directly at Thiago. And because they're all in that transition, he's just got all the room in the world to run into Thiago. Luckily, Botman sees Chow coming out to him and he goes on the angle. And from that, they're allowed to block the run. Damsgaard coming off. Again, he's run his legs off, Damsgaard, for them. And I think that will be Yarmouk coming off as well. Yeah, for Brentford. Yarmouk coming off as well. Janelt coming on, I would have thought, is one of them. Yeah, it is Janelt. Ball up to Ramsey. Ramsey on the inside. Plays the ball nicely into Bruno. Bruno into Voltemade, who's in his own half this time. Out to Trippier, who's high up the field now on this right-hand side. Trippier comes inside. Plays the ball into Inelka. Goes out to Willock. Willock looks up. Plays the ball towards the back stick towards Hall. But again, Hall can only header it backwards. Ramsey picks the ball up. Plays it back to Botman just inside the Brentford half. Gives it into the feet of Ramsey. Ramsey goes it into Bruno. Bruno again just drops it back because of the movement of the Brentford players. Elanga into Willock now. Willock plays it squared again to Chow. Again, Brentford just dropping off. Apart from possession, Brentford have absolutely annihilated Newcastle in every other stat. Ball over the top, looking for movement there. And again, the ball is cleared long. But Botman gets his toe on it, and it come all the way back to Trippier, who goes back to Pope. Sorry, Ramsey now. It's confusing. Ramsey. Again, just looking to find the option. Chow now on the halfway line, just inside his own half. Just looking up, plays the ball in to Elanga. Willock now on the half turn. Trippier down the line for Elanga to try and get onto, but it's a poor pass for Elanga, straight out of throw. Literally in line with the Brentford penalty area. 5 minutes left of the 90, plus whatever injury time the referee decides to add. Henry now. Henry goes long down the line. Again, looking for an out. Bruno into Ramsey. Ramsey was lucky there because he was challenged. Into Voltemade. Voltemade just, again, no challenge on him. He's allowed to give it to Trippier. Brentford are happy for Newcastle to play in front of them. Out to Lewis Hall on that left-hand side. Into Ramsey. Ramsey tries to get it back into Hall. But this time it's a throw into Newcastle. Hall throws it all the way back to Botman. Into Hall. Ramsey, good ball up to Hall. Got a bit of room to run into now, Hall. Again, couldn't control it, but he's fell lucky here for Hall. Into the penalty area, across the box! Oh, it's headed back. I thought that was going to be Elanga's first goal, but Henry clears it off the line. And then it's headed clear for Brentford. Out for a corner kick for Newcastle. I think Henry did really well there, because I think it was Willock and Elanga. It was Willock on the back post. Hall does really well there.
Fantastic.
Newcastle with a corner kick. We haven't had many of these this game. See what happens with this one. Puts his arm up. Ball into the box. Again, can't beat the first man. It comes out straight back to Trippier. Trippier looks up again, back in, and Thiago again, headers clear. Ball comes out to Ramsey this time. Ramsey looks up, plays the ball in towards the penalty spot. But again, Kelleher comes out and punches when he could have caught that easily. Yeah, keeps the pressure on Brentford. Willock now with this throw-in. Yellow ball to Coyote there.
Playing better with Hall. He seems to be all right.
Yeah, well, they should all be all right by the time the international break's over.
Yeah.
Why didn't he play today?
Hall. Oh, he gets pickpocketed there from Jensen. Jensen now. Oh, Hall does well. Gives it back to Elanga. Elanga out to Trippier on this right-hand side. Trippier gives it back to Elanga, who's run on the inside right position. Gets it out of his feet. Again, can only give it to Trippier. Throws it into the box towards the penalty spot, and it's headed clear. It's come all the way back to Chow. Chow gives it to Trippier. Trippier now looking for options. Chow now. Chow looking for the inside pass to Paul one, and it's easier for Sade, who's defending now, but he clears it all the way through to Hall. Hall gives it to Ramsey out on that left-hand side. Ramsey now looking to get it into the box. There's a bit more urgency from Newcastle now. Bruno Give him options, lads. Plays the ball out to Hall. Hall it back to Ramsey. Ramsey inside to Bruno. It's give ball into the box, but it's too close for Kelleher, and he just gets the ball down and slows the game down. There should be lots of added time on. I would imagine double figures, guys. We're coming into the 89th minute. Ball down the line. Whitera now, trying to get something into the box. He throws the ball into the box, but again, red and white shirts are few and far between now in the Newcastle box. Now they're 2-1 up. The ball is falling all the way through to Henderson, who says, I'll have this and I'll knock it back to Berg. Berg goes all the way back to Kelleher.
We've played better football with 10 men for the last 10 minutes than we played for the other 8 he put together.
Ball has fell kindly here. Jensen. Yeah. Henderson. This is Henry now. Down the line to Sade. Sade again trying to keep control of this ball. They've got the extra player, but they've given it back to Newcastle. And unfortunately, it's fallen way away from Voltemada, and Janelt's able to pick that ball up. Collins now gives the ball down that right-hand side. Whitera. Coyote goes past him, but he comes back in to Janelt. Janelt gives the ball 11 minutes of added time, guys.
11 minutes.
It's got to be double figures. I thought it was double figures. Ball all the way back to Collins. Brentford going backwards rather than forwards.
Oh, well, lads.
You got to pull the plug sometimes, man.
Kelleher goes long, looking for the ball over the top. Lewis Hall underneath this, gets his head to it. Up to the halfway line, Henderson and Whitara. Get out of it. Bruno said his challenge was a little bit too much there. And who's this coming on?
Number 8 and 11.
This is Thiago. Is this Nunes?
This is the penalty.
Less contact on that than there was on the first one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Crazy. Mind, it's only what they deserve.
And you know, has Ramsdale done any research on where Drago scores his penalties?
Yeah.
Looking at that, no.
You can tell. No, well, I mean.
Yeah, Reece Nelson's on.
You can tell Pope told him something. So.
Didn't he score against us for Fulham, Reece Nelson?
I don't know.
Henderson now with the ball into the box. Ball's come all the way through there, and it's out to Sade. Collins back to Sade, just inside the box. Ball from Jensen across the box there, 6-yard box, but Newcastle clear it. It's fallen all the way back to Coyote. Again, it's deflected from a Newcastle player. Aston Villa are 4-0 up against Bournemouth.
And
Brighton and Crystal
3-1 up against Leeds.
Leeds, yeah. Crystal Palace 0-0 against Brighton.
in the weirdest derby in football.
Yeah. Ball down the line, just hoofed up towards
M23 derby.
Madness. Ball's got out of play this time for Brentford. Elliot Anderson scored a penalty, by the way. Headed clear there by Botman. Again, ball played up to the top. Sade in the box. He's got a chance here, but it's cleared by Hall. Still coming back to Coyote there for Brentford. Challenged by Ramsey. Again, goes through 2 players there. Coyote. Nice and simple. Again, Brentford, apart from the 1-player advantage, they still look a lot stronger than us. Look at that. It's just easy. Gone straight through us there, Coyote. Jensen plays the ball on the outside to Henry. Henry now, number 3 on this left-back position. Plays it back to Jensen. Jensen now just playing triangles around the Newcastle bodies. Janelt, nice and simple, gives it back to, there we go, ball over the top, trying to get Brentford on the turn. But again, it's headed cleared, but it's picked up again from red and white shirt, and it's back to Sade on this right-hand side now. Sade running directly towards the penalty box, inside to Janelt. Jensen. Jensen with a shot, but it's deflected.
Come on,
Ramsey
urgency.
now. Ramsey's looking for options, but he can only go backwards.
He could have just run with the ball.
Oh, Trippier, man.
Again.
Gives the ball straight back to Brentford, but again, a bit of a half challenge there, and he gives it straight back to Newcastle. Chow, just in front of his own box, gives it to Botman, who looks like he's running through mud at the minute. Gives it to Hall. Hall, down the line, looking for some movement. Halanga. Oh, sorry, it's Willock. I was going to say, Halanga looks...
If that had been Halanga, he would have got it.
Yeah, Halanga looked slow there, but it was Willock. Again, Brentford just playing just in front of them. Ball is come to Henry. Henry now just plays the ball inside, and it's Janelt down the line, and it's a good ball through. The ball, what are you doing? There's a chance here for it. There's a goal.
Oh, God. What the...
Caught on the break there, and it's all over. Thiago again.
Yeah.
I mean, what was going on there? It seemed so easy. Just a ball straight to the middle. It was a challenge from Chow, I think. The challenge from Chow, the tackle, falls beautifully in line with Thiago's run. Jensen just plays the ball in hope.
Lovely.
Chow tackles, and I think Botman must think that Ramsdale's coming for this one.
That's Botman's fault. That's Botman's fault 100%. Like, he lackadaisical, like an idiot.
He stops. That's what I said. I think he thinks that Ramsdale's coming for that. You can't, you can't
but he obviously doesn't see the guy behind him.
It doesn't matter. You are a defender.
I think he should. I agree with you.
I mean, he is absolutely shocking on that ball, man. That is, come on, man. That cannot happen. And you're trying to be on the Dutch team. You're never going to get a call for that, man. Like playing like that.
I mean, again, you think you've got to go for it, right? But there's got to be some idea of where we are. You've got Trippier literally playing as a right winger now, leaving 2-on-2 virtually at the back, which is a gamble. I understand that, but there's no formation with the changes that he's made. It's more luck than judgment again. Sade doing well down this left-hand side, gets taken out by Trippier. And again, this one's going to be a yellow card. He's got away with one. He's not going to get away with this one.
Yeah, lucky bounce, but by God.
No, I mean, listen, let me tell you something. The fans need to say something. Fans in this stadium right now, they need to do what they did when Howe kept playing long stuff over Tonali. The fans need to show this team overall, not just Howe, I'm talking about the whole team, that they've been absolutely rubbish. And it would surprise me, to be honest. Hey, come on, man. This is unbelievable. This is
crazy.
Right out of adjectives.
I mean, this could be 4 or 5 guys at the minute, the way we're playing.
Oh, definitely 4. Definitely, because they should have had a penalty they didn't have.
Ball into the box. There's a chance here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, great save by Ramsdale, to be fair, down to his left-hand side. From 4 yards out there was a chance.
Miracles here.
Henderson, down this line again. Oh, look at that. It's an easy way. The ball's back into the box. Sade goes for it. Headed clear by Chow. Probably been our best player, Chow,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Great save by Ramsey.
Fabulous save. Who does that fall to? Oh, he falls to Berg, who hits it literally just through luck again. He just sees the ball bounce to him, gets a right foot at it.
Volley and Ramsdale.
Yeah, great save. Ball swung into the box again from Brentford. Good throw again. Trippier this time. Tries to get Elanga out the way again. How long's he been on the park? I haven't heard much of him. Leaves the ball behind. Elanga. He's no out at all from Elanga. Ball played inside. And again, everybody's so far away. That's so easy for Berg to pick up. Thiago now plays a crap ball inside. Hall looking to go on the outside, but he's not going to beat Coyote. Thiago gets the ball back. Henderson plays the ball simple to Berg. Berg into Jensen. Jensen looks up. Again plays in Henry this time down this left-hand side. Henderson goes down the line. Beats Trippier easy. Henry into the box. But again, it's cleared by Chow. And it's out for a throw-in. This is probably the worst performance I've seen from the West Ham game.
No,
I think this is even worse than that game.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think this is a worse performance than West Ham. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Berg. Henderson. The elder statesman, look, just so simple. That's it. That's playing a true six, what he's doing. Again, it's just all easy. Just, how many times do we see our six do this? Whether it's Tonali or Bruno. They're so close together, there's no out at all. Ridiculous. Great players individually, but together they struggle when the time goes. Oh, there's a chance here for Henry into the box. The ball is played against Malik Chow. Again, tracking his player everywhere he's going. Superb play again from Chow. Cannot fault him. He'd got 2-on-1 there, but he was offside, Henry, anyway. He wasn't to know that. And that was just so good from Malik Chow. Head and shoulders our best player this. Without him, I think we could have been 3 or 4 down easily. Sorry, 4 down easily. Brentford taking the time now, but in the 100th minute.
Why not, God? Say it, win. Say it, man. Update the soundboard. Oh, about to say.
Wow.
Matty
Gorman, thank you, mate.
Eddie for the high jump.
Look at Matty Gorman's back when we're losing. Here's Matty.
That's it. Full time, guys. I think.
Yeah.
101 minutes. That should be it. Yeah, that's it.
100%. 100%. We are knackered. Boy, oh boy, my oh my.
It's not getting any better.
This reaction is fitting to be.
This reaction's gonna be fun.
This gonna be biblical, man. Listen, man, we're just rubbish. I mean, there's no way around it. But we're gonna go into the match reaction. Mercy. Lord have mercy on all of us. Because the NEAT is going to be on fire. Pete, thank you very much, Pete, our boy, for the super chat. Thank you for Dempsey becoming a member. Thank you to Benjamin Maven for super chatting. Thank you, Ronnie Omelette, as well. Nice one. Random Access gifted a membership to Andrew Rogers. Random Access once again with the super chat. Ian Fleming, thank you very much, mate. Boki Waza in the building. Seme, David Knight, Boki once again.
Bookie's spending his ill-gotten gains.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I saw that in the chat. Anyways, folks, we're gonna get into the match reaction now. We got to face the music. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
You should be redirected right now, or if not, if something happens, just sometimes you just gotta let it redirect you, or look in the channel. We're gonna be live in just a second. See you then.